think I got a Guinness downstairs.
I hope you're live, everyone, because we got beverages. Well, I got a beverage.
Mine.
Everyone's got beverages but Llama and Joe.
I've
I
got
have
water.
a beverage, but it's not an alcoholic beverage.
It can be.
But I can fix that.
Get your alcoholic beverages, open them up, have a seat. Let's enjoy some YouTube.
Now, with this, I cannot comment in the chat, or do I have to do it on the?
You have to
You
pop
gotta
out chat.
open up the YouTube chat.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So.
I'm gonna feedback in a second until I turn this.
Well, yeah. You do that, and then you mute the other line. YouTube. Sometimes I have my other computer.
And then do pop out chat.
Don't forget to sponsored by the old bar I used to work at when I was 21.
Nice.
Oscar's Pub and Grill.
You were never 21, you dwarf.
Oh, that's delicious.
Shouldn't you be in a mountain somewhere forging a sword or something?
No, I did that earlier. That was this morning when I woke up. I do all my sword forging in the morning, so that way it doesn't cut it.
You guys ever watch that show on History Channel?
Master Forge or Forge something? I can't remember the name of the show, but it's all about.
I watched it a few times. It's like all of those. It got to be too much. Every time they go to an ad, they come back and they repeat the same damn thing you just watched for 5 minutes.
All I know is that Taco Cat's crawling on his face.
Before we left, Jeffrey
was.
He's eating a taco cat.
He's eating his ass. He's eating the taco's ass.
Cat butt.
That's the good thing about a taco. Both sides of the taco is the ass. There's no head.
Yes. And you wind up turning the taco around.
I wish I could. I would have to get a new GIF. I spent late last night adding all new
this is the
all
worst
new emoticons
Pinda
to
sensor.
the
Discord.
Yeah. There's officially a Tim emoticon.
Hey, Barathon, you should link up your channels in both of your abouts.
Working on it. Well, the Discord, I just like to invite because I don't want to set a perma invite link because I don't want to. I'm not on there 24/7. So if random crazy people arrive and I have to kick them, that way I'm around.
Nearies. Excuse me.
So like right now, I can kick somebody. Now he won't be in the taco's butt. We got Danotron.
What's up, everybody?
Tacos running around.
Did you get your beverage?
Did I? Yes, I got 2 of them because we know my,
That's not a beverage.
I'm double fisting.
Well,
I'm talking about a beverage.
Yeah,
well, I honestly will probably have to join everyone in a libation another night. Just not tonight. But I'm still gonna hang out, and I'm still gonna be as rowdy as ever.
Well, what's great about the company I work at, you could have liquor you could drink at your desk when you're at work if you really wanted to. So
I worked at a couple places like that.
Yeah.
I worked for a couple places. It was usually get done at the end of the day, bring the truck back to the shop, and then go to the fridge.
Yeah, so you help out a user, and then you come back, and then there's a 6-pack of Miller Lite on it.
You got a Viking.
What the hell? What the hell? There's a Viking. He is real. He does exist.
Yeah, I just see him on like every stream. So
it's just it's like the Viking.
That's Mad Monkey. Yeah. Mad Monkey whores him out on every stream. It's like, what stream isn't he on?
Yeah. Where is Mad Monkey? He's usually on here about now.
He was streaming earlier when I was streaming with Wexter, I think.
Yeah, he's always on there at Wexter. That's like his thing now on the Twitch.
He found a new home.
Us. Yeah.
Yep.
He ditched us for the new home.
We're not cool enough anymore.
He's a traitor to his origins.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Kylo Ren.
Except for not as handsome or powerful or
stacked
or cool.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have the ability to take you down with just like mind.
No. Yeah, I don't mind no shirt Kylo. I'm pretty sure I'd mind no shirt Jordan.
Yeah, yeah. I think
no shirt Kylo did get some flack for that, but I would have to say between the two. Yeah.
Oh, just because he isn't the Witcher.
It was Ray's fault for invading his freaking privacy.
Yeah.
I just rewatched them.
Yeah, why does she got to go like? Why she got to go like popping in when he's in the middle of something?
Yeah,
What
can't
if he
I
was
get out
doing
of the
something else?
shower and not get assaulted by a force presence?
Could you imagine if like Vader was sitting on the toilet when somebody decided to just like pop in and here's Vader, you know, father of all, just sitting there doing his thing? It'd be kind of like, you know.
I wonder if he
Anakin,
had a vacuum
you need to
poop.
wipe from back to front. Shut up, master.
I don't know. If
YOLO.
YOLO. You never know when you need to wipe differently.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were sick, huh, Tom?
Yeah.
Will this Benchy float in my beer?
Are you coronavirus sick or are you just sick?
He had the not. He had the
capsized.
Well, that's going to be the new game, Benchy down. Whoever's Benchy stays up doesn't have to drink. Everybody else, drink.
Drink what?
I have to print an actual good floaty Benchy.
Get the Ben. Get Ben the floating Benchy.
Viking does look better. Let's put him on main. Look at that.
He does. He's pretty healthy looking.
Yeah, he looks like he just had like an hour of sex and beer.
Yeah,
and like
he's
4
like
hours of
no
pillaging.
beer.
Drink beer.
He's like one of those is correct.
Yeah, 1 or 2 maybe.
Yeah. It wasn't an hour of sex.
Well,
like
there,
2
in
minutes,
the last
maybe.
hour there was sex.
I was going to say, yeah, if done correctly, does not require an hour of one's time.
What?
I mean, if you want to drag it out and take time and enjoy yourself, like kids at the playground, feel free to do so. But I'm just saying,
Oh,
like,
here, look, the trader decided to join chat.
oh, there he is.
Uh-huh.
What's up? What's up?
This man.
Valuable information.
Sleepy Bear.
How you
It
doing,
was so cute
Kylo?
watching Dave fall asleep on the stream last time.
Yeah, that was fun.
I was getting ready to fall asleep the other night.
Yeah.
Was it last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last night. Tells you where my
No,
brain is.
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Sunday was Mother's Day, and everyone's like, "It's Mother's Day. How can we stream?" And I'm like,
And then like a dumbass, I streamed for like an hour anyway.
Yeah, I was quarantined into the house yesterday, but now I get to make a freaking garden boxes on Wednesday.
raised gardens.
Floaty gardens.
Oh, my wife's like, we got to go to Home Depot today. And I'm like,
That
no.
place
She's
is busy.
like, well, we got to pick up everything and go through all the aisles. I'm like, no. We send them the order. They'll pick all the parts.
Yep.
We pick it up, drive the trailer, and pick up all the wood.
We need to go to
And you
Home
should be like,
Depot.
"I already got all the
You
wood,
had me
babe.
at
We don't need
home.
any more." Man, Monkey, you left for Twitch. See?
Yeah.
He's a Twitch trader.
Twitch. I never tried it.
Yeah. See, 3D Jimmy. Everyone should bug Dave on when he's going to add THK bearings and rods at a good price.
Yeah.
Because we need that.
Dave, when are you going to do? When are you going to do like half school subscription service for $20 a month?
Yep, 2
Personally,
half
I would
schools
just be
Jesse.
happy with a PTG Jesse. I think we should allow him to figure that out first.
Yeah.
Well, I know he
Well,
got
once-
the fancy dryer he needed for it.
Yeah, and
so
once he gets his
let's give him time for that, and then let's bug him for a subscription box.
Rods. I need rods, rail core, new enclosures, new colors of Jesse, PTG Jesse. I need it all by tomorrow. Can we just?
Yeah.
Can we go? Can we do that?
Oh,
Dave?
come on.
I need it available in Norway.
Yeah, and available in Norway.
Yeah.
I'm being Mr. Loud again. Excuse me, Keith. I ordered that ST link. When I get it, oh, you are going to get bugged.
Might take a while. The China boat's been extremely slow as of late. Like
Oh, I got it off Amazon.
painfully. Oh, you did? Okay, good.
It'll be
Dude, I ordered something in like February, and it's still sitting in China, going like waiting to ship. Like, really?
waiting for all the
Are you
code to
building
die
the
off the
ship it's
product.
going on?
John
No,
Max
they're-
got somebody new to flirt with. Look at that. He doesn't even care about me anymore. He's all about Mr. Tripod's garage over there now.
Oh.
See, he's trading me
Who's
in.
that?
He knows
Uh,
that
Mr.
when
John
you
Mack.
lose a little bit of one leg, that third leg grows.
Exactly.
That's true. Chris has known me for a long time. He knows that now.
Wait, is that
So happens
true?
when you live
'Cause
like 30 minutes
mean-
away. Like you just
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
need both of my legs.
we
if
shower
that's true.
together all the time. It's
yeah.
just
He's
normal
amazed at how fast I
Illinois.
get it. Chris is amazed at how fast I get out of the shower. Yeah, I said that's less parts to wash.
Gosh. God.
I'm off, Dave.
I was gonna say yeah. So now Dave's out. He's like, I came in to say hi, but you know, the hell with you guys. I'm out.
Screw you all.
Dave, it's you're the only one we know that makes a quality filament at a good price that everyone can afford and should buy.
And owns a U.S. based,
Yeah, it's
I-
U.S. based.
and it's
U.S.
US-based,
based 3D printing supply company.
You sleep.
With
Yeah. Did you just say sleep, Dave?
large quantities.
He never sleeps anyway, so you might as well hire him.
I thought you got
Right.
well. You got enough sleep 2 nights ago on your channel.
Yeah.
He's gonna look like that. Those remember that myth of the Russian guys? They snipped the nerve in their brain that way they couldn't sleep. They look
Yeah.
like little monsters. Dave's gonna look like that in about 6 months. He's like, filament must make filament.
Time to make the filament.
You can have time off when you're done with all we asked for.
Yeah. See, when you're done with all that, then you
Yeah.
can sleep.
Just sacrifice everything. That's all we
Come
ask.
on, give him to the weekend at least.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so it'll be in
Nothing more.
Norway, and it'll be in Norway by the weekend. Is what you're saying?
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll look like that
That's
by
good, Dave.
Wednesday. Like, fact, I already look like that today.
See in your face.
Yeah.
Amp
Anyway,
humor. Oh, I wish I had amp humor.
What's
I don't know what it means, but I wish I had it.
It sounds entertaining, whatever it is.
Amp humor?
Yeah, it's neat.
Is that amputee here?
What?
I'm
What?
thinking
Oh, that's right. He's
thinking-
he's
Yeah.
getting his leg snipped or his foot snipped off later.
he's getting his foot cut off, and you know,
oh yeah,
Who is that?
Jordan.
Mad Monkey's
Jordan.
getting his
Mad
cut off.
Monkey.
It's all screwed up.
Yeah, he went in for one problem. They ignored the problem, and then it ended up causing a bigger problem. And now the only way to solve the problem is to take the problem away.
Wait, Jordan's getting his foot lobbed off?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
print him a new one. It's gonna be
Yeah.
community build.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, there you go. Let's make
I-
a build freaking Mad Monkey foot.
I call the pinky toe.
What could
No,
possibly
I
go
just-
wrong?
I want it to actually look like a monkey foot instead of a human.
Fine, then I call the pinky thumb or the thumb.
Pinky
The thumb,
thumb.
the thumb
What's a
toe.
pinky
Thumbs
thumb?
for toes.
Yes.
I'm missing a toe, soon to be foot. Phantom pain suck.
Oh
That's
yeah,
weird.
phantom pain does suck, Michael. I've dealt with it for 30 plus years.
Yeah, every time he gets an itch,
It's
at
so
the
weird.
bottom
I
of
remember
his
seeing
foot,
that
like
on
it was
Unsolved
impaired.
Mysteries or one of those shows. And
Oh man. Well, the normal pain is like like for me, my leg is asleep.
Yeah.
And then like at night or sometimes during the day, it feels like I'm just getting freaking electrocuted.
oof.
So it's absolutely horrible.
Nerve-induced pain. Love it.
Make sure you write this one in.
Yeah, probably Jordan.
And it's all up here. It's all fictional pain.
Yeah.
all pain's
How-
fictional.
How gruesome do we
Yeah.
want to get with our stories tonight? Because I have a story about something. If we can,
Phantom
we wanna-
pain.
if we want to walk on the
Are
wild
you
side
you
of-
actually John Bobbitt and you just change your name and you live in Hobunk, Rockford?
Yeah.
But I never found my penis.
That will suck. Or not.
That would suck.
You know, take it once
Also.
and then put it back. And
Now
then
the
have it
question is, do you have a foot
second time.
fetish?
I did date a girl that had a foot fetish.
Oh, she must have been really unamused.
She was actually pretty hot.
nice.
Hey,
She
that's
had
very cool.
she had a foot fetish, not feet fetish.
She had a foot, not a
Yeah,
feet fetish.
exactly.
No, you don't understand. I only like one foot. Well, baby,
Yeah,
you are in luck.
Yeah, it's like I only like guys with one foot. It's like, can
Do you believe in destiny?
I met her at the strip club before.
The poor guy.
I am your density.
It's
Whoa.
fit to be a party up in here.
He's got super lube and a towel. I've got
Oh.
super lube water.
Super water.
A
You know,
little bit
look
of
at that.
isopropyl
Why
alcohol.
didn't you use my freaking I have a grease injection tool that you can 3D print, so you don't have to sit there and use the rods and squeeze and make a big mess.
Because I didn't have one, and I wanted to show people
All you
that
had
there
to
was
do was
another
print
way
it.
of doing it.
Print it, dumbass.
What's up? Well, I have one printed. It doesn't fit that bottle.
It'll fit any. I've got like 18 different tips.
You've got that robo penis.
I'm a multi-tip talented person. Oh, seriously,
The llama's
it
like,
really well.
yeah,
too.
I've got this attachment. Look, now it spritzes.
This one is for when I drop something and I
This
want
one's
to pick it
herbal.
up.
That was awesome.
This one tickles my dog.
This one sets her hair on fire.
Super lube water. There you go.
Uh,
Yeah, drink that super lube water there.
I will not.
That'll
I still have a
cure,
Benchy in my beverage.
yeah.
that'll cure your coronavirus attack or whatever.
I think some of the isopropyl actually got in that drink.
Well, hey, at least it's a bit of sterilization while you sterilize.
I don't know if I've got any beverages. Well, I'm gonna go check now because y'all making me
I think
thirsty.
you live in a state where they deliver that stuff.
Yeah, but I have to wait for it then.
My
Ooh, he
cranberry
blew himself.
juice. So
Vodka cranberry does sound yummy.
no, lemon cake.
I have never used any Pryline filament, but I hear a lot of people like the Pryline PCCF.
I love Pryline
Oh, I know what
PETG
that
because
is.
it's matte. Pryline PETG is
Right, yeah,
matte
it's-
and amazing. Oh, I've got
Oh.
some Casey pills.
And then you got some
Nipple clamps?
Ooh,
he's got some fiber.
Spectre Llama Gadget.
Yeah,
pretty damn close.
yeah.
I got more artificial attachments than I do real ones.
So you gonna put the spips in there? Are you gonna run some fiber in your house or what?
Yeah, just a little one to link the two together. I've got a 24 port, which I think when I do the garage, it's going to go out in the garage, and then the 48 port's going to stay in the house, and I'm just going to, for shits and giggles, network the house for fun. You know.
Yeah, every house needs fiber.
I think so. At least a
Yeah.
link. I'm just going to have a fiber link between the house and the garage. That's
I
all.
haven't bought Chinese filament in like.
There's only one line where I've got a piece of
I haven't
conduit
bought
that
anything
runs
from
out of
China
the house
from filament wise since 2020.
and into the garage. So I figure I might as well, since I got power running through that, I don't want to necessarily run cable through it as well. So,
Man, I remember when those spips used to just cost a lot of money. Now you can find them on eBay for dirt.
I buy these things by the box at the
Ooh.
school for. I buy
Casey
a box
Masterpiece,
at a
the
time.
beer.
No,
They're
Casey
like 60
Pilsner.
bucks.
It's Boulevard.
I'm like
Oh.
$60 for like
I know why
mixed
Monkey's
well.
not on
10 of them or
stream right
whatever the
now.
hell it is. It's like 60, 80
Mixed well
bucks.
with the Xanax.
Are they
He hit the
100
jewel
1000s or what are they?
Yeah, they're the gig. They're not the 10s. The 10s are. The 10s still cost more, and I'm still using those at the school. So
Oh man, Viking did
All
his
right.
hair now.
How many cats do you have, Dan? Every time I see
Too
you,
many.
you have a different cat.
too many, dude. There's
42.
there's currently 16.
That's
in
the
the house.
answer to life, the universe, and everything.
There's currently 16 because most of them, half of them are this big now.
I am Pac-Man.
So, and of course, every time I stream, the kids got to throw a kitten at me because they're like, "Oh, here, you're on stream. Have a kitten." And thankfully, for the most part, they've gotten older. They play more now. So every time I turn around, they're like always getting into stuff.
Fun.
Well, wait.
Two of
My
them
monkey
have figured out
wants
how to
Chinese
find-
food, and you've got 22 cats.
Yes.
Can we make some Chinese food?
Look,
He-
it's already bite size.
Yeah, that's literally one General's chicken right there.
Go.
Yes.
Boom.
Daryl's house.
Slap some spicy sweet and sour on it. You're good to go. My daughter's standing right here, like
You're getting your ass kicked in a few minutes.
the
I'm
crazy part.
so hungry now for Chinese. I've got ramen.
Wife.
You know what actually sounds really good? I had barbecue today, so I drove over to Coop's, which is they smoke brisket and chicken and ribs every day. So I drove over there real quick and picked up some ribs and a brisket
Nice.
sandwich
Kitty
and mac and
nice.
cheese.
Now you're gonna be doing a streaming with my smoker like every Friday.
Yeah.
So
But
I hear kittens.
now that he says Chinese food and stuff and nuggies, I'm sitting here going like, we all need White Castle.
yes.
Oh man,
Yes,
I could go for some
do.
gut bombs.
I'm pretty sure I do, Mr. Randolph. I just, The county don't know.
Actually, it's a
Yeah,
pretty
so-
big one. That's like, for most people on the internet, that's probably like 30 times the size of anything that could get in it.
I'll tell you what, I could grab the one. She's the same age, and everybody seems to think for whatever reason, oh, she's not going in the room. Damn it. Everybody thinks that for whatever reason, the other one's like 10 weeks old, and it's like, no, she's not. She's only 4 weeks old. Lulu brought her to me.
Uh-oh. Lulu
Right,
lips.
so, yes. Here, you ready? Here we go. Is this one better?
Cat butt.
That's
Pocket.
enough for a date. You
That's,
and a date.
That's a 4-week-old cat?
no. This is one of the daddies.
Oh.
Yeah, this is one of the daddies. There's two of them. They look very similar. It's hard to tell them apart when you like in the middle of the night when you see just this white streak go by. You don't know which one did whatever it was that you just heard.
Sounds you must have ate something weird if you have white streaks in your pants.
What out of rum?
I don't know if you ate something weird or you watched something funny.
Yeah, it's probably YouTube. He stole my cat. What up, Matt from Jake from State Farm?
Matt from
We got
Jake
the
from
wine
State
now. I expect Tom to get out a glass of mead.
Yes, of course he will.
This is the closest I get today.
Oh, Fanta. That is pretty much.
That's
Not the same thing?
It's mead-ish.
Ooh, chili
Yeah.
sounds good. Oh, from Haiti?
Ooh.
From Barbacoa. This is the best rum you will ever buy. And actually, I like the 4-year better than the 8-year.
I don't drink rum.
You know what
For
really
me,
set
every
off
time I
that
drink
rum?
rum, it has to be like in a hurricane, and I'm just gonna get plastered. So
It's like what would really set off that rum is if you sprinkle a couple of llama loops in there.
This is the best.
llama loops is
But
delicious. By the way.
This is like $50 a bottle.
Do you have any left?
Llama
Have
loops?
you- Yeah.
Llama loops
I've
and
got-
rum.
I've only had that one bowl, so I've got 3 full boxes
Yeah.
and one bowl out of the one.
I'm
box.
just saying. There you go, llama loops and rum. I think that's going to be the new drink. You can call it the Bahama
I'm
Llama.
telling you, it's the beer and Benchy shooter.
Yes.
It's like
Is
that.
that Benchy
like that-
food safe?
No, not at all.
You know what?
It was
After
actually
this,
printed
though,
on a printer that's been printing carbon fiber a lot. So
Oh.
there's a really good chance that you're drinking something that's not too good for you. But you did say there might be rubbing alcohol in there, so you're okay.
I drink something that's not good for me too.
oh, Dave's got it right.
I'm not
And we went to Cabo last year. It's like the young people knew all the drinks. You know, it's telling us older people what were the best ones to have made. Like a banana rama.
Bananarama?
Yeah.
Smurf piss, best drink ever. Smurf piss.
And it was like a Scooby
panty
something.
droppers, hurricanes,
What was it, Scooby something?
Scooby snacks.
Scooby snack.
No, it was-
There's a shop
no.
that's called Scooby Snacks.
Mind erasers.
My cement mixers.
Liquid cocaine.
Oh gosh. Goldschlager and Jaeger, because that really needs to be a shot. Like, I want hot mint medicine.
Yeah, hot mint NyQuil going right down the pipe.
Yeah. Cosmic Laser or Red Death.
All I ever do now, if I do order anything, it's going to be
Make sure my
a
drink.
lunchbox.
Lunchbox, get yourself a big old like half a steak and some pickles and some olives and like and there's a taco in there, half a pizza,
No, so
and then then like a Bloody Mary.
light beer to here. Little splash of
Big
orange
bite.
juice.
Oh, I haven't had
Shot
a
glass
big
with
bite in
amaretto
years.
and grenadine. You drop the shot and chug the whole thing.
I used to drink snake bites like freaking juice.
Oh, snake bites. Really?
Yeah.
My buddy was the Three Wise Men. He'd drink that all the time.
Snake
Snake
bite.
bites.
Fun fact, the Bible never mentions 3 wise men.
True snake bites.
Number 3 was not part of the deal.
Yukon Jack and lime juice. That's a real snake bite. A lot of people make it with like weird other crap in there. A snake bite is Yukon Jack and lime juice. That's it.
That's not a
Mine
bad
was
combo.
Jameson with Jameson.
The only Jameson mixed drink I ever did was JMO and ginger ale.
Gotta get ramen now.
So
Shiny
Jameson,
bowl.
and Jameson would be the one wise man times 3 over ice. So
I don't think you'd want to put Jameson in a 3 wise men.
No, not in 3 wise men. Just one wise man on repeat.
Should I do fiery beef ramen? Fiery
Dave's like,
chicken?
I'm just gonna do one of
I
these.
got it.
JMO.
It's
Blazing hot flavor?
It's Tourette's. It's the Tourette's guy. Jameson.
Okay then.
Llama, you know what Tourette's is.
Not the way he
Usually
does
they
it.
don't say Jameson though. It's usually other wonderful words that come out of a
It could be
6-year-old
anything. I had a
mouth on the
buddy with
playground.
Tourette's, and all he had was Twitch.
Yeah.
It's just a muscle thing. Some people use words. Some people do a muscle twitch.
Yep.
He just would like twitch his eye and cheek a lot.
Yeah, that's same kid I went to school with. He had the same similar thing. It was mostly in his eyes and occasionally his mouth, and then it was a head. You get the little head twitch going too.
Yeah.
So
This looks deadly.
Sorry, yeah, my penis is on screen, Joe. I didn't mean that to put it up there, as I know it's deadly.
No, I'm preparing some ramen, and this one's just called Blazing Hot flavor.
Yeah.
oh, good stuff.
I'm
All
looking
right,
at
Chris.
the.
Is that filament baker worth? Is that actually thing worth that filament
No.
baker?
This
Filament
is a $60 piece of poop.
So you have better luck with a food dehydrator.
Well,
Well-
it can't actually dehydrate. That's the issue, because it says it can go up to 90 degrees Celsius. The internal temperature I've never measured above 60. It only runs for 10-minute intervals.
That does no
or it
good.
overheats.
Yeah, that's
So,
what
does
so
that?
what you do is you dry it, you put it in here, you put desiccant in the back because there's a little slot in the back for desiccant to go, and there's a fan, and then you turn it on and it dries out the desiccant, and it becomes like a decent like storage unit to like hold the filament and keep it dry while you're printing with it.
I was gonna say in use unit. While you're using the filament, you
Yeah.
keep it in. It's
But it
a
won't
big
keep it dry forever. So you basically every once in a while you just turn it back on and run it to dry out the silica gel again and to just get some warm air circulating in there.
Nylon.
So why not silicone superlube? Silicone superlube is NGLI2, but because it's silicone, it's extremely thick, and the ball bearings most likely will end up just binding instead of rolling. So
That's
yeah,
why I
3-in-1 works.
PTFE lube.
Anything with PTFE in it is good, but silicone is just so sticky and tacky. Those tiny metal ball bearings tend to end up just grabbing each other. So you want the 21030 series synthetic. Yeah, that's the one. Multi-purpose synthetic grease, which is still NGLI2.
And it
But
says
it's
right
actually
there.
a lot slipperier.
See?
Slippery.
Hard to see, but it says PTFE right there. But actually, the fellas, come on, Logitech.
Everything from
Yeah,
Superlube has
don't,
PTFE.
just don't use like
impregnated in it.
WD-40 or something like that. Yeah.
They do make a WD-40 spray that is
Yeah.
just PTFE spray. It's just a lubricant.
It's like a
WD-40
dry,
is not
isn't
a
it?
lubricant.
Yeah, isn't there like a WD-40 that's like it's like a dry?
They make a
spray
dry
with
series. I use them for my
PTFE?
bike chains. For
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember when I was racing, it was switching from regular grease to graphite was starting to become when the best lubes to be out there.
Graphite is great short term.
Yeah.
Dude, graphite's one of the best lubricants, but it's you can't keep it inside of the thing.
Right. It's just short lubricant.
Yeah, because it's sprayed everywhere. It would not stay on. It wouldn't stick.
Great for never sees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
These
all
two
never sees
screws
is
will let me get to the bottom of this thing.
mixed together.
So, Chris, what is your preferred method of actually drying filament?
I use an actual food dehydrator, but I use the print dry.
Yeah.
Because it gets up a little higher than most food dehydrators. I like their new one that's coming out. I don't like this one because it has a spool sideways.
Yes,
So
I
printing
saw
out of it is a pile
the
of
picture
shit.
of the 2.0, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like perfect.
Well, yeah, it's got room for desiccant. It's got a proper heater. It's got a 48-hour timer, so after 48 hours, it just turns off, so you don't have to be afraid of it. The spools are actually vertical, so they'll roll correctly. Yeah, so this is just a PCB board at the bottom of the bed and a thermistor taped to it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all it really needs to do is heat the air.
Yeah, but that's why it doesn't heat up to the temperature it's going to get at. So the thermistor is attached to the PCB, right? So it's not measuring the air temperature. And it's not perfectly sealed. Like there's no gasketing and whatever, which you don't want anyway on a dehydrator. But because the thermistor is attached directly to the board, the air temperature never gets to the heat you want. So, and again, it only heats for 10 minutes. Like that's the maximum time you can leave the heat on is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Like you say, that's a good in-use spool holder.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like it. For $60, it's overpriced. If this was for like $30, yeah, you got me. That would be perfect because it does one roll really well.
Jimmy. Sleep well.
For $60, I expect it to dry the entire time.
Hi, Jimmy.
Yep, the silicone one does have PTFE in it as well, but it's also silicone, which one you once you get it in there, good luck ever get the silicone out of it because unless you're going to use like some really harsh chemicals like acetone to get your silicone degreased.
That's why they don't make condoms out of silicone.
Orange Clean gets rid of silicone.
Yeah, Orange Clean would probably destroy the rubber gaskets in your bearings too.
No.
You know, John Mack, you keep bragging about all these great deals you get, but you never share the wealth, buddy. What the hell?
Yeah.
Come on.
Sell me your condoms for $1.
Yeah.
Orange Clean mixed
We're
with
bargain shoppers too, damn it.
I never mix any cleaning compounds except for Fabuloso and bleach.
Yeah, no, Orange Clean is
Because Fabuloso is the best smelling thing ever.
Orange Clean and rubbing alcohol mixed 50-50 is a great bearings cleaner.
100% pure natural fractionated coconut oil?
Yeah, I use coconut oil for everything. I don't know what you guys are drinking.
This is sitting on my kitchen
Not
counter
only
right
is it
now.
good for your printer, it's good for your stripper too.
There's essential oils over here.
Yeah, so basically how this works is that little compartment back here holds like 2 desiccant packs. There's a 5-volt fan.
Send me your
40,
e-box.
maybe. Yeah, it's a
John
40-10 fan
Holiday piece.
that pulls the hot air into that chamber up and out and circulates dry, warm air, but it never gets past like 30 C in here.
Guys, I just found the cure for COVID.
Is it an eSun e-box?
No, it's an essential oil called Breathe Respiratory Blend.
Nice.
Oh gosh.
Guys, seriously, we should try this. Anyone you know got COVID?
John says send them your address, Dan.
All right, I will. Look at you. You just want to know where I live so you can come visit. That's what it is. Be sitting here one day minding my own business.
Well,
Next
in
thing
the
I know,
meantime, I
I'll
have
be
to
a
buy one more of these or something
creepy
similar
Asian
to
guy
it.
outside my window.
I really want to try the new poly box, but it's more of I've dried it. Let's keep it dry.
Well, that's what I use my red boxes for.
Yeah.
Already
The red
dry.
box, I tried it. It didn't hold as well as these little guys.
That's why I put, what are those stupid things? They're like the boxes with the desiccant in it that then you can plug into the wall
Yeah.
and then it refreshes it.
I
You
love
use a reptile, like fish tank heater
Oh,
Yeah.
and some
But
desiccant packs.
that's all I use. I use Eva dries in all my boxes.
Well, I've got the heater bar in the back, and then I went ahead and attached.
the gun one.
I attached a blower at the top of the box to circulate air, and then I put one of the dry packs at the end of it, so the whole thing is circulating all the time, catching moisture, and it's keeping a nice warm environment in there.
What I
Seems
like
to do
is
pretty well.
there's that company that makes that printable core. They fill with the industrial grade silica gel.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
then you
man.
stick it inside of your spool
Cool.
core.
Yeah.
Those things are amazing. I know a company that's going to come out with some that are made out of stainless steel. So you can just take it and put it in an oven, and it's going to come with industrial desiccant, like even stronger than silica gel. You can actually get your humidity down to less than 1% with those.
What the crap is stronger than silica gel for
Work.
desiccant? Kitty litter?
Not a Philodry.
Oh man, the Philodry is awesome.
Yeah, let me strap
Yeah.
a heater cartridge and a fan onto a tube and say I'm drying shit.
Oh, and let me put the filament into a tub of water while I'm pressing it.
I want to see him do that with nylon. Like that would absorb water like a gosh darn hose.
It's just a fan with a ShamWow, guys. That's all it is. They just use
It's a fan
ShamWow
with
for
a
the filter.
ShamWow.
Just wicks away all the moisture.
Absorbs water. They absorb moisture. It needs to be in gaseous form for the plastic to absorb it. You can run it through a tub of freaking water all day long and it won't absorb it. I mean, it will eventually because then I can burn it.
Depends. If you've got a
The
Pac-Man
whole
action
running it through
figure,
water thing does absolutely nothing. The plastic does not absorb liquid. It absorbs gaseous form.
isn't
This
water
is
just
gonna
gas
That was
condensed?
pretty awesome.
Hey, hey.
Wow. I forgot all about the ShamWow.
ShamWow.
Okay, I threw some Tide chilies in here just to be.
Just to make sure it was warm enough for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drying my reusable desiccants right now.
ShamWow did not sell ShamWow.
Did,
That
have any of you guys tried Ramen's little like?
Oh yeah, the challenge.
Yeah, the ramen
The
challenge.
Korean one. Yeah. It's freaking good.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate like super hot. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm ready to go ahead and re-edit this thing.
This cat has not left. Usually, whenever I put him down, I let him go. He runs away, but right now he is just. I got a dead cat right here, just hanging out. He ain't doing shit. He's like, well, whatever. Just keep pet my ear. Well, Devin, you might. It depends on if any of us want to step out or if Mr. Barotron wants to kick one of us out. I think since I'm like the biggest pain in the ass, Mama, he'll probably kick me out because he likes
kick me out. I'm just gonna be working for.
I don't know. I think I got you beat on the pain in the ass thing.
Here.
Mama, I'm trying to boost your ego, buddy. I'm letting you know that he likes you more. That's all. See, he doesn't have his headset on, so watch when he puts his head back. Watch. See, right, Chris?
What?
Right, Chris? Right?
All I know is this is the stuff I buy.
I used to buy that. This
Dry
is
and dry?
the same thing with a heater built in. It plugs into the wall and heats it.
Unfortunately, I can't stick that in here.
Hi, Paul. How's it going?
Is that the loose or is that the packet?
They're in little packets, and they turn yellow when they're saturated.
Oh, I did the blue.
Holy my treaty.
Blue orange, I think. All the same crap.
Yep.
They're saying those chemicals that make it change color are like deadly if you like get it on your hands or some crap now. And there's so many.
Do not eat or inhale. So
don't snort it.
Well, here's the other thing with loose. Like a lot of people put loose desiccant in there. People don't realize desiccant, as the little beads rub around, they actually create dust.
Powder.
They rub apart.
Oh.
Get that
Doesn't
dust.
everything rubbed around cause some kind of dust to form?
Huh?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Anyways, that dust can get on your filament, and it does not melt in your extruder and can jam your extruder. Yes, it takes a boatload of it, and it's almost never going to actually happen because you're never really going to get it.
Be right back. Computer
No,
crashing.
you're not.
Computer's crashing. I'll be right back.
Need a new one.
This contains it all.
I put one in the chat. There's a rechargeable one that I was looking at. It's meant for small rooms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you throw it in a box.
Yeah. I took a roll of my glow-in-the-dark roll. It was literally popping and snapping and spitting out water and steam. I was getting ready to put it out. I bought my first one of these ever. And I bought one of these and one of those air containers, and I just threw it in there. And like a month later, I pulled it out and said, can I print with this? And it printed like brand new. So
I can tell you the last time I built a PC. I used to have the video cards memorized. I can't tell you anymore.
It's tough, man. Like I built this PC, I'm just like, I have no idea.
Oh
Like
man,
PC.
I used to redo mine every year, and it was like, and now that PC just sits there collecting dust.
Yeah.
He's back.
I don't upgrade as often as I
Yeah.
used to anymore. I used to work at Norway's largest computer retailer, and I upgraded every month. Not the whole PC, but components. The components. So
Jeez Louise.
yeah, I was hardcore into overclocking. So
I worked at City for like a month.
Overclock
What?
it to the max for a month. Watch
Yeah,
it
using
die, and-
refrigerants and stuff.
yeah, I used to have a face cooler, and I made a water cooler before there were kits available here. So that's
You weren't
a
using
long.
air conditioning units to try and cool everything?
No, it was compressors from fridges and freezers.
Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah.
You know. You're
I
like,
have
hey,
a
look, somebody's
Ryzen
freezer died.
2700 in here
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
32 gigs of RAM.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
as my
What?
main
I got
2700X.
I have an interesting CPU in mind because it's a server-based system. So
CL.
running the Intel 9800XK, 9800K.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, not the 99, not the 97. It's that 98 that's right.
Oh
in the middle.
yeah, but do you
Yeah.
have?
No, I don't have 32 gigs of RAM. 16.
Yeah,
That's minimum.
Yeah.
16
You know what the
is
crazy part is? The funny part is I've got 4 hot swap bays on the front of this thing too, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I have 32 gigs RAM now, but I'm considering upgrading to 64 if I can afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't now.
I just have 3 laptops, so and it's
I just run 3 laptops, one for each program that's important to me. Everything else, the hell with it.
well,
Yeah.
If I got to do something more than 3 different things at one time, forget about it.
well, technically, I have 2. The one's the work laptop. I have an HP ZBook and a Dell small travel one. So the ZBook's 32 gigs of RAM. So
Nice. I got 2 laptops, one here and then one at my girlfriend's place.
Yeah,
So-
it keeps his porn on the one at home, not with his girlfriend.
No, that's on the phone. We already had that discussion a couple days ago.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
Don't have porn local anymore. Pornhub.
No.
Nobody keeps their porn anymore. What the hell?
Yeah.
What do you need that for?
Look at this guy.
He stole a server.
Dual Xeons, yep, running a server. Way to go. Barry's like, I got this. Dual Xeons.
I stole it right out of the rack.
See, it's still a K though, so it's the unlocked Intel, so you can still overclock if you'd like to.
Yeah.
For now.
I don't overclock much anymore. I do a basic overclock and that's it. I don't mess
Nothing on
around.
here is overclocked.
You bump it up a couple hundred megahertz and call it good.
Yeah. Needs to be stable, so
I don't play games on here besides Tabletop Simulator, which does not require much power whatsoever.
Yeah,
I do play games, but it hasn't been much lately. I haven't done much lately at all.
Well, thank you, John. Thank you for that. That's nice of you. He's teasing me, guys. He's teasing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's going to be jealous here in a little bit. He's going to be offering me all these sweet little nothings, and my wife will be like, "What? What do you need me for?" And then pretty soon you'll see me here all night, every night by myself, just surrounded by cats and misery.
Yeah.
Regret and sorrow. That'll be what fuels me. Regret and sorrow.
Sounds
This is
nice.
when they were ripping apart our server room, just gutting it.
Boy.
E-cyclers coming by.
Nice. I love seeing just big old racks. Like, you know what I want, honestly, is I want to get like a little, like a 16U, like a 16 or an 18U little wall mount rack. It's all I want because I want to put that in my basement. And since my basement has a tendency to get inches of water in it from time to time because I'm on the downhill slope of the street. So when the storm drains back up, which is 3 blocks down, mind you, it has to back up that high. But when it does, it starts to come through my basement, and then I wind up with, I've had probably 6 inches to a foot in my basement.
Oh, wow.
So So I want to make sure it's up high enough so that this way, when it does back up, I'm not having to worry about anything.
Yeah.
But at some point, I'm going to.
That was the view from my office window.
Was
Oh,
the
there we
view.
go.
See,
Yeah, that was. I had a clear shot at Soldier Field,
nice.
Millennium Park. Yeah, it was nice. Now I get a nice little street view, and that's it.
No.
It's like, hey, look, there's a road. Enjoy it. Watch traffic go
Yep.
by. You know, it's always better when you live next to an apartment complex, like the nice, really big apartment complexes, and you're on
Glad
the
you
bedroom
enjoyed
side.
it.
You know, the occasional voyeurs that want to hang out.
Oh, that's just me.
Yeah.
And my wife.
How much do you want for my wife?
See, look at this. He's not going anywhere, man. He's just dead to the world.
We've talked to you about holding your pussy and on live streams, man.
I know. I shouldn't be showing it off. Chris is gonna have to censor the stream now.
I already do. Well, Devin's not here. Someone's got to do it.
Yep. Hold on. I guess we should just get cat butt. I gotta find one of the cats that'll cooperate. This one's name is Billy. His name is Billy Madison.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my daughter
Who
named
doesn't
him.
like a little bit
Go on,
of Billy
Billy.
Madison?
Go on, Billy.
Hey, see, we're right. The RC, it was the server.
Yep.
You hardly ever see any consumer goods with Xeons on it.
Yeah, I know, but it's still nice, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of like 1U rack mount servers floating around. Just things I picked up over the years, but they're really no good. Look at Bart.
I like the Bart. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's what we all look like right now.
It's like,
Drinking
I
a
got
Mountain Dew.
let me pound my dew here real quick.
There we go. Now it's getting serious.
Hitting it hard. What can I say?
Still don't know what
Careful.
extruder I'm going to put on here. All I know
Have
is
fun.
someone said no Hemera. That was one of the answers someone gave for how to put on the printer.
So no Bear Mara, Homera.
I don't know. I've come back to liking my Hemera a lot. So I've learned how to eject filament without it jamming.
Yeah, I just
You
pull
know-
it out now.
Someday
What do you
Mom
think?
will figure out how to print.
What do you think of the copperhead that's coming out?
It's awesome. I have one.
He loves it.
You do?
Yeah, he loves it.
I was a beta
It's-
tester.
Beta.
Yeah.
Chris
I might
is-
be getting one. So
Chris is an influencer, so he occasionally gets to try things.
I got
out.
merchandise.
See,
yes.
he's got merch now. So
Merch.
Yes. Merch.
Glows in the dark.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
So between
Yep.
his merch, you know,
Every
that's how you know it's
purchase
official. He's
Gets
got
one of
merch.
these.
Oh, so
You get the
so
free
did you go to that-
dildo.
Did you go to that the adult 3D printing channel yet on
There's-
Facebook?
No, I didn't.
I
don't
got,
remember.
I got to send
The-
invites out. Hold on. Let
Yeah,
me-
the,
let me-
Yeah,
the
you
thickest source is everywhere. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let me go
well,
find the.
That site, I mean that Facebook group is just hysterical. You know, I'm going through my feed. There's no way I could share my feed anymore being on that
I
group.
don't have too many. I don't have too many of you guys on Facebook, so I can't really invite too many of you
Oh,
to
well,
it.
Dan's got
Well,
me
no,
on.
I'm just saying I can't just scroll through it with someone looking over my shoulder anymore.
Yeah, no,
Whether
it's-
you're on that one.
Yeah,
That's on my
usually-
Reddit and my
Hey RC, I'm inviting you, buddy. If you're still on the stream, I see you on my Facebook here right now. So I'm going through my list, so I'm inviting you.
I haven't even used this one yet.
All right, I'm just gonna go down, and anybody I know that's into 3D printing that's on my list, I'm inviting you. Oh, I don't think
boy.
I should. I probably shouldn't invite Hope. I don't think Hope would like that very much.
You hope.
Yeah, I don't think she'd like that too much if I
Maybe not.
invited her.
Man, this lady finally shipped my that solder
Mr.
workstation.
Warkaki. Mr. Warkaki, sir, you got an invite to a
Nice.
3D printing adults only group.
All
Yeah.
right. Anybody want a break? I
I will.
Oh,
You should kick out.
I like that. He kicked himself out. He's like, anybody want a break?
Oh wow.
He wanted a break.
Okay,
He wanted to go
apparently
check
he
out
wanted a
that.
break.
He wanted to go check out that Facebook group without somebody watching over
Yeah,
his
that's
shoulder.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Say, Dave, is it that group?
You know what, Devin? You're not my friend on Facebook. I can't invite you to it, and if I did, I'd feel bad because you'd be talking to your pastor constantly about the things you've seen, and
that
I'd be
group that you
responsible.
were trying to convince me to join the other night.
yeah, I'm the one that brought it up, and then everyone was talking about it.
Yeah,
You know what? Honestly, that brings a brush of fresh air because they're not just posting problems, right? That they're having. They're actually posting, whether you want to see it or not, creative work. So I mean, it's
yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in there,
and
I mean,
it's not just Dickosaurus everywhere. It is There's some really good prints of just
like
things that people are making.
Yeah, like there's sometimes guys have stretch the height of their printer, and they want to see just how long they can make a certain print.
Yes.
28,000 members.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. There are a lot of twisted individuals in this world.
Doing that. StreamYards last night they announced that they're gonna try and do like a narrator thing where he could sit in the background and still hear his voice. Can you imagine not seeing Chris and having his voice pop up? That would be freaking scary. Yeah, they're talking about doing a narrator edition.
Now I'm going to have John Mack is going to be texting me all hours of the day and night. My wife will be waking up smacking the hell out of me now. Like, why is he texting you at like?
I once 3D printed an anatomically correct uterus.
That's
in lime green.
That's good, but that's easier for you to explain to your parents than it is to say, why are you printing a Dickosaurus?
Actually, we had to put we ended up putting a tarp over the 3D printer.
Yeah.
Because it was at work.
Oh yeah.
Someone asked the shop, "Hey, can you print this for me? It's for an educational purpose." And because of our
educational,
our 3D printer sits in the window, and we ended up having to cover it with a tarp. And then I had to come in early because we had a kids group coming in the next morning. So I managed to get it off the printer and into my back pocket about a minute and a half before a kid walks up to the printer.
Yeah, Chris is now number 28,001.
Yeah, I was going to say, here's the thing. Here's how you know this is a good group. I'm not going to go breaking it down, but I'm going to give you guys a quick breakdown of the rules. Ready? Rule number 1, 3D printing related only. Rule number 2, don't be a dick. Rule number 3, no bitching. Rule number 4, don't be a dick. Saying this twice to make it clear. Then rule number 5, tag and notify the admins if comments go sideways, and then obviously no best printers for $300 comments. So that's how you know it's.
And honestly, when you get past all the Dickosaurus and dildos and shit on there, it's you know what? Like I said, it's a breath of fresh air because there's not people that are trolling things. It's honestly not that bad of a group to be in.
Yes.
We did not call it Slimer. I don't know why they wanted it lime green. Like, I showed them all the film and I had on me at the time, and they're like, lime green. Lime green works good.
Guess I should go invite my new friend from Facebook to the group. Might as well.
You might as well. What the hell?
I mean, every time I get a new friend,
don't do it.
Printing, I'm inviting. Well, it's not that one. She hasn't found me on Facebook to add me yet. So
don't do it.
Do it.
Get to the chopper.
Llama, I tried updating Idea Maker and I'm now on the current version, and even tried downloading the beta, and it still does that damn thing with the file.
It's something you're doing.
What thing with the file?
The weird gap in between this model.
Just one certain model?
It's something she's doing because she sent me the model.
Don't forget to order your shirts.
Don't forget to glow in the dark.
Where, Chris?
Your Horkaki zombie shirts.
We need an URL.
What is he
JMT
doing?
comes back and he's like, too spicy. And then he goes back in for more. He's like glutton for punishment here.
It's starting to become red.
Yeah. His face is almost as red as Devin's shirt right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers.
Hey, that's how you know it's good. Breaking a sweat. Remember, anything you break a sweat to is supposed to be good for you. Exercise, sex, hot food. Y'all break a sweat when you eat them all, or do it all.
Yeah. Do it at the same time.
Pooping when you got, diarrhea.
Yes.
I eat spicy food while having sex and exercising.
Look at you. You just wrap all that sweat up into
couldn't
one
having
shot.
sex and exercise be considering the same thing if you
No.
are
No.
good enough?
Not the way most guys do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
When
Dr.
we just
Rectal
stay
wants a
there.
link to merch.
There's a movie that's really funny. And the guy goes up to the other guy who just broke up with his girl. And then it's like, you broke up because you're a lame fuck. He's like, what do you mean? He goes, you're a lame fuck. That's why no girl wants to date you. Because they heard from so-and-so that you're a lame fuck.
Yeah. That's like the dead fish in the movie. The whole like guys don't want to sleep with you because you're a dead fish. Yeah. That was
It
in
was a horror
too.
movie, by the way, so everyone died.
I don't remember what kind of movie the dead fish comment was in, or what kind of movie that one was. But,
1, 2, hit the shower.
1, 2, hit the shower. Okay, Barry, you have fun. And it said Barry Banks. It's Barry Danks. What the hell? Got me all confused.
It's Dairy Banks.
Dairy Banks. Yeah, that's
There
where you
is no
get your
merch
milk,
store
right?
yet. I have some limited edition glow in the dark ones because the official ones won't be glow in the dark because that'd be way too damn expensive.
Yeah.
I think my cost on those was $10 more each because glow in
some
the dark,
might.
the ink is expensive.
Yeah. What'll end up happening is one evening, a few of your fellow streamers here will end up having a glow in the dark night where we'll turn off our monitors and just have the camera up and it'll
Have
just be like
UV
your
lights
head.
on.
Yeah, just your shirt glowing.
I'll have to build a glow in the dark printer.
Yeah.
She broke my heart, so I broke her jaw.
Oh,
Yeah.
ow, that hurts.
Facebook app is live now. Yeah, I don't care.
Aw.
Why
Why
is your
not,
Facebook
Llama?
live?
So,
There's some chicks talking
hey,
about
so
it.
this is
printer?
that rework station I got for $110.
Oh, nice.
Rework station.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we can do some
plus.
SMD stuff, baby.
Some
There you
SM
go.
stuff.
Who's that filament sideline there? That looked like
What was that?
filament. There was a filament like in the side cart.
He's
It's
ordering-
a
My buddy's going to do that for me on his website. That's why it's not live yet.
this is you're talking about right here.
I don't know. You take the screen off so I can't see it now. It was like a purpley grape filament. Yeah, off to the side there.
No, don't share it because then Lam will buy it all.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
yeah,
think
the llamas
can't afford to buy
llamas
anything
look like
right
they
now.
buy it.
So. I already spent my monthly toy money.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm currently printing with some filament that I won from somebody who had a giveaway a while back.
Yeah, who was that?
It's right here. Uh-oh.
Can't see it.
Oh, Dan, I dropped your box off at the post office again today
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that the correct address this
with
time?
the correct address
Yeah.
because I did it
You're not in
myself.
LL?
Because I
Yeah.
did the address
Love
myself
it.
this time.
Yeah, I don't live in Illinois.
Or Loops land?
Yeah.
Llama Loop Land.
Llama Loop Land.
I went to 3 different
that's
Walgreens
so
today
crazy.
trying to find Llama Loops.
Speaking of, my kid still owes me $20. I gave that asshole a $20 bill to buy me Llama Loop.
How are we feeling?
Oh, he gave you money?
That look when you don't realize you're even in the stream.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Oh, I forgot to put my crown on.
I didn't mean to give you the finger. That was yes, I did.
That's unprofessional of you, Devin.
I mean, I've already been scolded once for my crown, so.
There he is. He's playing with both his pussies on camera.
Aww.
Pussies.
Torturing us. He's torturing us. Help.
Let's kill him. Let's kill him.
Yeah, Llama's not in charge of nothing. Nothing.
I vote anarchy.
Nothing.
I love Rocky Road.
I think I already did that.
Man, I forgot what it's like to actually dig into printers and rewire just on the fly. It's exhilarating.
No. Everything else is exhilarating. Wiring just plain
So
sucks.
go to kit and caboose right up the
But I have an electrical engineering background, so for
Yeah,
me,
you
Probably should have had my wife stop.
I hate wiring.
Devin, kitten overload when I pan the camera across the whole thing full of kittens.
I bust my ass, make it all neat, and it still comes out looking like a rat.
Because for all you know, I'm lying to you. There's probably only
Llama, I like it.
showing you the same
Tidying
ones
all the
over.
wires, making sure everything's nice and neat. Solder joints look perfect.
Yeah,
So-
I would like mine to look like that. It just never
no
happened.
cold joints in this house.
No.
We spark them.
No,
Oh,
I
man.
make my robotics kids do the NASA ties on the solder joints for the robot, and they complain the entire time.
Devin, you got a
It's
message.
like the simplest thing that you can get.
See, it's always Devin.
Rosin
She
paste
she's on stream.
flux. It's
I've watched
super
so many people just butcher soldering tutorials with how much flux they put on there.
barely
Oh,
anything.
it's like, here's your syringe of flux.
Oh,
you
Yeah,
know,
there's
the
flux
part-
everywhere.
Oh my god! It's like
You
see,
know what?
I use the pens. Okay, I just do.
Are
Couple
you
dabs,
talking about
that's
Mr.
sweetie.
Rossman and the
See,
way
I
Mr.
only-
Rossman
Yeah,
loves to
see?
just cover a
Someone
board
knew it.
in flux?
with
Oh my
with
god! I
the
can't
flux,
watch this video.
literally
There's
what I do
a-
with flux is just dip like if it's a wire, I just take the wire and go boop,
Yep.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another YouTuber who's in the 3D printing world who is following in the footsteps of Mr. Rossman
Rossman?
with his love of the flux.
Oh my god!
It's everybody knows this wonderful gentleman and his company and his YouTube channel. So
Oh, TH3D. Was I not supposed to say
Okay,
that?
so here, get this. So I have there's a guy that's been following my channel since the beginning. Okay, he sent me a board to fix, and he's like, he says, hey, there's a TH3D video on this, and he said, be cautioned that how vocal he is about it.
damn.
And I said, okay, I'm not going to watch it because I do my own. And I'm hoping that I'll have that solder rework station because I can show exactly how it's done by ramping up temperatures correctly, heating both sides of the board, not just instantly putting that's the thing that Rosman does. He just instantly throws on that heat directly on it, and you just see the board just frying, so.
Yeah, I just love watching people solder PCBs with their they number one, they set their soldering iron way, way, way too hot.
Mhm.
And then they just sit there with it poked onto the PCB, and you're watching the trace just boil.
Well, you see the trace actually shrink.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, it's
Oh my god! And it starts to delaminate from it.
Yes.
So,
delamination is a problem.
No, I watched
Yeah.
the guy once put it on there on the PCB and just burnt a hole straight through it. And was like, "What are you doing?"
That sounds like something I do. I'm terrible at soldering. I no good at it.
I am feeling I had a half, not even half this beer yet, and I'm feeling it. That's the power of Xanax, baby.
Yeah, I mean, there's the ones that I tried soldering on one of my videos. You can't even see the parts almost with the naked eye. I mean, they're They're tiny.
Is it
No,
M851 or G851 for the auto set?
Shorten stuff out and just watch it go up and smoke.
Hmm.
Hey, are those look like
Llama is friends
Well,
with Magic Smoke.
While you're playing with your friends, did you message that?
no? I'm
Yeah, I
looking
mean,
at it
What
right
the
now.
hell?
See?
It looks like a piece of perforated paper to me.
Yeah,
I love
it's
the TFT.
yeah. Don't put one on your tongue.
I love the TFT 35 since you can literally like type in G code
say it
command
looks
straight from it.
I said it looked like perforated paper.
Yeah, it's
I love typing in my G code.
And then
G code.
Veritron.
Yo.
this is the one that I soldered. You know, it's like nice and clean. All. I mean, it looks like it came off of a solder
Yeah, flow. Yeah.
wave machine. So
Oh,
Show off.
I just
that's
hey,
proper solder.
well, when
That's
you're
proper-
certified at it,
Yeah,
you should be able to show off.
that he knows how to dab. That's dabbing at its
Yeah,
finest
dab.
right there.
Dabba dabba.
These are tough.
When you solder, the number one thing that you need to remember, it was beat into
Flux.
my brain when I was 5. Nope, not flux.
As
Heat
much
the
flux as
work,
possible.
not the solder. Heat the work, not the solder. And you'll be fine.
That never works for me.
Yeah, you're not soldering right then.
I never said I was.
If you want to prevent cold
Wire,
joints,
I always melt the wire long before the solder actually adheres to it.
For a second, I thought you said eat it, not heat it, and I was like, why would you eat solder? There's lead there.
Yeah,
Now if you use
Well,
leadless solder.
that's
Yeah.
Leaded solder is
worthless.
so much better.
yeah.
Ooh, look at
Yeah,
those
those
little
are real-
pools.
You
Are
can
those
get these.
pads?
Yeah,
Nice. Oh, those are beautiful.
yeah. That's these are great training boards that you could get on Amazon. You know, so
Something for you, Lemon.
See that thing.
I was trained by a nuclear
No, Chris couldn't see it.
technician.
Chris couldn't see it. He kicked me out, and I tried to show it. And by the time I went to show it, she grabbed the phone from me, and you guys got to miss out.
where is it?
What did we miss?
I saw it
Yeah.
because I can see into the green room.
We
All I know
didn't
is
see
I
it.
saw a bikini, a pink bikini from the neck up or neck
Yeah,
down.
when I watch Rosman's videos, I just cringe, man.
Look
So,
at that. Bikini.
but I mean,
Well,
he does fix them. But it's how good are they going to be for how long? Now,
Yeah.
when you do reflow, if you drag soldering without the correct tips, it can be a pain in the ass.
Very true.
That's Keith's job.
But that's why I have at least how many tips do I have?
What's that?
I've got 14 tips for my gun.
Yeah.
I have
It's not really a gun; it's an iron. But
I got one.
Black goo and holes in it.
See, I think 4.
I got the Hako. I love my Hako. Like I've been using Weller for most of my life, and I mean my grandfather taught me on a Weller, so I was very much Weller fanboy. But they're so pricey.
Yeah, I have a Radio Shack one.
Yeah, I've got tons of Radio Shack ones because I was a manager for Radio Shack. But I was looking for an actual digital rework station, and I talked to Chuck Hellebuck, and he's electronics engineer. So I was like, what would you recommend if I wanted one that wouldn't break my bank but is high quality? He's like Hako, hands down. In fact, I buy them over Weller now, and I would pay for a Weller. I just prefer the Hakos. And then I was like, sold. Favorite soldering methods? Oh.
Well,
I
you
can
got
show
solder
something
sucker, you got solder wick,
Yeah.
and then you have this other soldering iron that will actually has a hollow tip that will
Yeah.
suck it also. It's automatic.
I'm all flamethrower.
This is older than me.
Yeah.
This was passed down from
Yep.
generation to generation.
Oh, that's
And
a classic, man. I used those at Motorola. I had
Yeah.
one of those at Motorola.
Dude, this thing still is a beast, but I still use a lot of wick, like the solder wick, the
I
desoldering
hate
wick.
solder wick.
It works well when you're working on PCB. So when the wick is good when you're working on PCB and you just have to like drain it off of a pin. The wick is awesome for that. When you're draining off of a like a wire joint, then using the actual plunger sucker is good. Although that iron that does suck it up for you, that one does kind of.
I know, I've
That would
been
be
wanting to get one of those.
That one's great for.
And this
pins.
is your flux pens.
Yep.
Yeah, I only use flux pens. I don't use anything else. You can control how much flux. When you use a flux syringe, forget it. That's when you get the Rossmann style.
I just use paste. Just a simple little.
I
mean, seriously, I've had this paste for probably 3 or 4 years, and that's all I've used. That's all you need to use. Barely any. You'll see a lot of little boop, 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 puncture points in there. That's
And
it.
this is, with the one that you were using, JMT, I used to just hit it on the table, but this one is just a one thumb action one.
Yeah, I have that one, and the only thing that's disappointing about it is that it doesn't hold that much solder.
This is my 3D printed solder fume extractor.
Oh, that's cool.
And it runs an industrial strength Noctura, so it is incredibly quiet, but it's also got an amazing amount of volume, and you can put up to 3 carbon cartridges into it.
Wow.
But I only run one because really.
I was going to say, what are you soldering over there?
Oh, what the.
Just smoke your solder and get over it.
But I have that controlled to a voltage regulator, so it's a 12-volt fan, so I can actually turn it and adjust the speed depending on what I'm soldering. It's a lot of.
I'm just.
Oh, that's a good.
Playing with my drugs, got nothing better to do tonight, so I'm gonna sit here and hang out with you guys and play with drugs.
Ordinary evening.
Some blood pressure medications, some allergies.
So JMT, you saw that rework station, right? That I won.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that. So I was looking. There's another one on Amazon that was like for $250. I was going to get.
All right, now I can walk.
What do you want?
Oh crap, that hurts.
You okay?
I agree, Llama.
But then, when have I ever been okay?
None of us are okay.
You need some more llama loops.
I need llama loops. Nobody will send me any llama loops. I feel so deprived.
I just shoot my kid's ass.
Yeah.
My money and didn't bring me loops.
Llama loops.
Oh, did I forget to clear the EEPROM? Shit.
You probably did, which is going to create a small problem for you here in a moment.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
It's doing it.
It's doing it. Okay.
It did it.
Clear that EEPROM.
Solder pots. Yeah. I ran what's called a Sensby solder pot thing for on an assembly line, and that I would have to put ingots in, and it was a pain in the ass, man. So
Hard-coded default settings loaded. M500. Not that I really need to, but whatever. Okay, now let's try that again. Actually, shoot that bad dude.
So, the reason that Chris popped me back in real quick was because my wife was showing me a picture of her from some years back when she was sitting wearing a pair of like little Daisy Dukes and a pink bikini top. And I tried to flash the camera real quick to see, and by the time I got it up in front of the camera, my wife was grabbing it out of my hands, so Chris caught a glimpse as it went by.
I'm supposed to be wiring this thing.
So it's like that's one of those times where she wouldn't be really mad at me, even though she said she was. She'd have been like, "How could you?" And I'd be like, "What do you mean?" She'd be like, "That wasn't very nice." And I'd be like, "Oh, why? Nobody's complaining." And she'd be like, "Really?" She'd do the same thing that most women do when they get a compliment. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like every time Miss Devon's little boyfriend has something nice to say about her, look at her. She's already giddy thinking about something nice he said about her. See?
Who said anything about Giddy?
Who's saying anything about being giddy? You.
Yeah. No.
Look at you. You're
Giddy,
giddy.
giddy.
You think just because you went like this and we're all
Oh,
like
the giggle is
smiling in your
coming.
hand.
Oh. The giggle.
Hey, where's Pixel, by the way? We haven't had any Pixel ash yet.
Pixel is taking a nap
Go
because
for it.
it's cats.
Cat butt.
Speaking of cats and how wonderful they can be, mine just crop dusted me and is walking away.
So I showed my dad. I showed my
dog
dad
does
that,
it.
and he
Over the cat butt.
literally fell out of his bed laughing.
Who? What?
So I showed my dad that GIF you made, and he literally rolled out of his bed laughing. So
You know,
much.
the one with Pixel talking up his ass.
I wanted a better angle, but I couldn't get it to stop frame in the middle of the YouTube video.
You would have told me, and I would have positioned his ass better.
Yeah, next time you want to do something
Do it
with
again sometime. You gotta have a
Say,
nice butthole.
Pixel is a professional butt model.
yeah,
Ass model.
he has
Asshole model.
he has the
He's got the assets.
perfect asshole.
That he does.
He's a purr.
I'm sorry, I'm a dog person, not a cat person. Sorry.
Tripod, have you met my cat?
I'm
I
just
like
an animal person.
You
like 'em
haven't
both.
met my cat. Now I have to go find him.
Not
Cats
yet,
and
anyway.
dogs are both awesome. I would rather have a cat for the simple fact is if I want to
Yeah.
go out for a week, you feed a cat, you
Yeah,
feed the cat
I
litter.
remember you were talking about that. Yeah, they are high maintenance. They are. I mean,
Dogs
but
are just my mates. I
It's
like
like-
dogs.
when you
Dog,
come
you
home,
have to let a dog out. A cat will just go shit on its own.
yeah, I mean, but when you come home and the dog is just so happy to see you, no matter how bad of a day you have. A cat will have an attitude sometimes. Well, fuck
That's
you
not
too.
my
You know,
cat.
I'm gonna just walk around.
I prefer the cat.
No.
I
cat,
come home
when I
and my
walk
cat
in-
jumps into my arms. Like even if I don't want it to jump into my arms, it's like meow, and then right into my arms.
If I don't like immediately go and find him and hug him,
That's
he
this
will
one.
howl like no tomorrow.
She wants you to pet her and love on her until she doesn't want it. Then she wants to rip your head off to get away from you.
Yeah, my dog is usually in almost every one of my videos. He's a buddy. So
You got
Yeah.
a friend in me.
I'll tell you what, the best pet I've ever seen
You
actually
got a friend.
growing up in high school used to have a pet raccoon. That
Oh, that's cool.
awesome. No lie. He lived like a mile away from the school. And the raccoon, when he would go to school, would wrap around his neck and sit on his shoulders. And he'd walk to school. And he'd go to the building. He'd put the raccoon on the ground. And the raccoon would run right home.
I would kill for
That's
a
cool.
pet trash panda.
I
Okay.
know, right?
That was a bit
I'm
fun.
going to tell you right now, their 3D printing friend who just added me on Facebook, you're about to get an invite to a group. And when you get the group, if you go to said group, I do not want
invite me
you
in the
to
group.
have conversations with your pastor.
you on
because of
Facebook
said
already.
group. So
You didn't
if
invite
this
me.
happens,
You've entered a
Hold on a
place of
second.
not
I'm going
only
to-
sight and
Wait a minute.
sound.
Wait, give me a
But a
second.
dick.
I'm going to go back to the group. I'll add you guys to the group, or I'll invite you in. Then you guys can go be dirty perverts together.
Huh, I just got a notification from a certain Dan Borio.
I don't know who that is. That guy sounds like a dick. I wouldn't be his friend if I was.
I know that guy is a weirdo. He likes all those freaking porno sites where they 3D print freaking Tyrannosaurus dick.
The 3D. There's nothing wrong with a TP or like a TPU.
TPU pecker. Yeah.
Yeah, vaginas and peckers. Yeah.
GPU, dear.
Hey, if you TPU printed a boob and then put like a warm water balloon behind it, would it be realistic?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I haven't tried it, but obviously you
As
guys. Have,
the married, you could. Okay, you're married. 3D print one and then compare.
Compare and contrast. Does this feel like a
you
real
missed
boob?
the haha funny because I just said, see, I haven't done it, unlike you guys. Obviously.
Oh, he was trying to do that whole when you
Trying to do the whole,
masturbate,
like,
it makes
Zing,
your
gotcha.
palms
You know?
hairy, and then you look at your palms, and it goes, ah, ha, ha, ha.
It's like,
Oh,
gotcha.
and of course, there's John Mack.
Now Devin is going to get lost in the world, just like the other evening when we were sitting here talking. We asked Devin to look up we asked Devin if she knew about certain things, and then one of the things that got brought up was something about two females and a particular piece of yeah, exactly. I was going to say a particular, but yes, a cup.
Yeah.
Where you burned my eyeballs.
And then she decided to Google it, and then watch about 10 seconds of said video, and we knew she was watching the video because she went from talking to just mouth agape and just like
We have warned you about that for months now, and you still did it.
With your eyes wide open, you walked the plank.
I did. And
we used to talk about that all the time when Tanny was in the streams.
Tanny wasn't there to tell me not to.
I told you don't do it, but you didn't heed my warning.
Okay, see, that's the thing. You told me not to do something. I just want to do it.
But I tried to
Don't
warn
send
you.
me lots of filament.
I tried to save you from
I would.
Don't look up pictures of duck penises on the internet.
See, I would send you filament, but I can't because you live on the wrong side of the ocean.
No, there are ways to get filament to him. You just have to pay a little bit more, but you can make it happen.
It's expensive.
Actually, he needs to get hooked up with one of those like services. That, like,
don't buy you a
I was still talking about filament.
Well, I'm just saying, there's like different services out there where like people who live overseas can have packages sent somewhere in the U.S. And then what they do is when they amass enough that it kind of makes it worth shipping it because the amount of mail or packages you're going to send are going to break even on the shipping cost. Then they send it out to you. So like it may be a month, it may be 2 months, but by the time you've amassed enough to make it worth sending the package, then they'll basically fill the box and send it over.
What's in the box?
There's several services like that.
Yeah, exactly. One of those services.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Llama just can't do it. He can't hang anymore.
What can I do? Oh, look, a poop emoji waving at us. I just saw that.
That's because Devin's got a shitty idea. Instead of a light bulb going off, it's like a little,
I had to stop paying attention because I had to read, and my brain can't read and pay attention at the same time anymore.
I never learned how to read or write.
Llama, you're on that Facebook group right now, aren't you? That's what you're doing.
I did. I took that all. I signed up for it.
I didn't get an invite.
Just for shits and giggles.
I thought I sent you an invite. Give me a second there.
I think I might be a member already.
I actually do not have spare $800.
Already.
I sent it again, so if you're already a member, don't worry about it. If you're not,
I just answered.
I think I am.
I haven't been approved yet.
See, you got to answer some questions that just,
You have to post emojis.
I don't remember what the group is called though. But
well, I guess it's called 3D printing, and then it's parentheses adults only in capital letters.
Man, see why I started when I mentioned that, two streams ago.
It's amazing how many people didn't realize that such a group would exist.
No, that's not steaming. That's waving.
Like right now, I'm looking at this one. It's interesting because it's a lithophane. That's an interesting lithophane.
Well, the thing is they do like they did some like naughty
this one involves
Disney princesses. Okay, naughty Disney princesses. Let me just say it that way.
Yeah, no. This lithophane involves a headboard and handcuffs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a good one. Yeah. Yes. Still trying to find something else, but there's one in here I was trying to find, and I'm trying to see if I can find it again. But yes, Basic Instinct. what's this one? This one is kind of similar. It's kind of like the art that Chris was showing us the other evening. Yeah, the artsy photos that he takes. Yeah,
The Stegosaurus photos.
it looked like one of Chris's artsy photos, but it's the hair down, looking away, kind of a thing. Yes.
I can't.
Devin, say something. Say something silly so we can pick on you for another 10 minutes. Devin's out. You know why? Because she's on Facebook right now staring at that group where she's going to come across a few things. And then when
I haven't been accepted yet to that group.
Oh,
It does take a little while.
I haven't been accepted yet either.
Sorry, I'm not an admin, right?
Is that a toilet roll, Chris?
Oh no, that's just a roll of. Well, I guess it could be. I mean,
yeah.
depends on if you really need a big piece of toilet paper.
How big's your ass?
I guess you've been on the group for a while, so
Yeah. I did have barbecue and peanut butter chocolate ice cream. So
yeah, you're gonna have a good
That
one.
sounds good. There's a freezer right over here with some ice cream in it. I should go in and see what's in there.
I think the Panda solves my problem.
These things are awesome. I'm going to 3D print one for my dog. They're 3D printed, like combat helmets for your dog. I'm going to print one. They got one that has like a camera mounted in the top of it, so as your dog runs, the camera's like right there. You get like dog view. It's in that group, so I can't just like share the link with everybody. It's kind of cool. I'm going to print one for my dog. It's got like a Picatinny rail on the top, so you can mount different things. I was thinking it'd be kind of great. I could get my dog and my cats to play together. I'll just mount a laser on top of it and let him run around the house. And as the laser's going, the cats will be taken off, and he'll chase the cats. And it's a win for me because the cats are chasing the laser. The dog's sending the laser everywhere. The cats go where the laser goes. The dog chases the cats, and hopefully
they need a lion to chase the dog.
And all I see is every single thing in your house getting trashed.
It's gonna be great. Because
Good times. Great old.
I would just set. Oh my God, this one is hilarious. It's a man with an elephant head, and the trunk.
Yeah, I saw that one. That one.
Yeah. Yes. Let me just copy the. Let me just grab this photo real quick here, and let me just post this in the. Let me just go ahead and save this image real quick.
Shenanigans.
You're the kind
I'm
of
gonna go
my mama told me.
over in the shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I just got to find a good place to post it. Or there, we'll just go ahead and drop this one right here. Save. Let me go over here now to this awesome group that I'm a member of.
I need to set up a chess set using all the Wexter pieces.
That would be interesting to see.
I could be all the pawns.
Wrong folder. Let's go to this folder. There it is. Okay, I'm going to post this in the Nanigans. Miss Devin, if you're still hanging out, listening in.
She's in the green room.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this: look away, little girl.
It's hilarious. It is hilarious.
Look away, look away.
Okay,
take a deep breath, everyone.
There you
when
go.
you see this.
Oh
there you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He runs for office. I've seen him. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Rubio?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have all these new emotions I can use. There we go.
Is that an eggplant?
That is an eggplant.
I've never seen an eggplant shaken, not stirred.
Ooh. I'll give you this too. So many new emoticons added.
Dr. Jekyll wants you to share the picture.
Oh, sweet
YouTube would be very angry with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris will never be able to monetize this video.
Yeah.
This channel ever.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to wait until I have 1,000 subs to monetize. So
Well, you
once
got
they see that,
you got your 200 and something subs faster than I did in like 2 months. So,
Yeah.
Getting
All
there.
the years I've been
Yes.
doing it, I got like 500 some.
well, you definitely have more watch hours than I do. I think of all my videos. So,
Yeah, it was crazy. I was looking at the Joseph Prusa video I just did, and let's see
Yeah,
here.
that was a big boost having him as your first one.
Let me go to my YouTube Studio app.
yeah, I don't know if those watch hours are correct or not because you go to your full stats, right? And then
Yeah.
you say, "Oh, I'm at 60,000 hours," but what is it for 4,000 hours you have to be at? And
I thought it was 10,000 hours and
no, it's
1,000.
4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's 4,000 hours in like 2 months or 3 months time. It's
Yeah.
not.
No, 1 year.
In 1 year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew there was a time limit.
So my watch time on the Joseph video is 375.4 thousand minutes.
You did that a couple days ago, and you're already like
32,000 views.
nice.
What? How many? Wait, hold on. How many minutes was that?
Sorry. That video, sorry, that was all my videos for the last 20 days. His video alone was 54.3 thousand watch minutes.
Nice.
I made $40 in ad revenue.
It's amazing how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a lot.
No, but
So
it's
for that one video, you're 1/4 of the way there.
it
already.
covered it's
Hey, Darcy.
okay,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
1,900
about- it's almost
hours.
1,000 hours.
I didn't make $40 a
it
night.
has paid for your time to sit down with Mr. Prusa for an hour and talk. Yes.
All right, see you, Barry.
Later, Barry.
Yeah, let me log into my the FDM lounge. Yeah, 216 subs already
Yes.
in like 3 days.
Mr.
I
Barry,
have
thank you much,
3.2
sir, by the
thousand
way,
watch
for
minutes.
everything you do.
I've been on YouTube since October, and I have 930 subscribers.
I am
I've got 11,000.
Why you got to be so much better than all of us?
Really, man.
yeah, he used to get naked in a hot tub.
Did.
It's true.
You know,
I did.
he would get
I
naked in a
did think I was ashamed of, but I was young and I needed the money.
What is your channel, JMT?
Joe Mike Taranella.
Okay.
Joe, Mike,
We do a whole bunch.
Joellini.
I don't
Hey,
do
you know
anything
what?
I actually started following
anymore.
Pi setups back in the old days when I first started doing Octoprint with Pi.
I used to care.
I
used to.
I used to.
Yeah, I got an award. My first
Then you
100
got a
subs.
baby, and
Thanks,
it all
YouTube.
went down the tubes.
Oh,
I still
crap.
don't have 100 subs on either of my YouTube channels.
I have
So
5,500 on the other one.
yeah,
Maybe live streamed in the tub.
I wanna be I just want to get 100.
Now it's like 20,000.
Devin, you didn't go look, right? Devin, you haven't been there.
They're not $1 a piece or $2 a piece. They're like
Super
$1
famous.
a quarter. I think.
That's never going to happen. I shoot myself in the foot being on Twitter.
I can't stand Twitter, guys. I really can't. It's like
if I
Twitter
could play
is-
nice on Twitter, I could probably be famous, but I can't play nice.
I'm so lost when I go on that platform, and like my kids like say, "Oh, you don't do Snapchat right?" I'm like, I can't stand Snapchat either, so I'm never on it.
Yeah.
I don't do
I'll
Well,
do
you
like
don't do
Instagram,
outdoors right.
Facebook, and YouTube. Yeah,
I have a hard
I want.
Facebook because there's more morons on Facebook than anywhere.
I want to see Llama on
Can't
TikTok.
keep morons after a while. They just piss me off.
Llama, you need a TikTok. You would be awesome on TikTok.
What the hell am I going to do on TikTok? I'm llama.
You're just going to be awesome on TikTok.
I'm the
That's what
llama.
you're going to do.
Hear me roar.
Llama on TikTok. I could see you making millions on TikTok.
Uh-oh, Ron
Those
the Happy
kids,
Extruder got a bunch of
like-
Jesse in.
And then the Chinese will take over your account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll make millions, and the Chinese will be like, we got to take this guy's account.
Yep.
The left
I
access
wasn't talking
motor
around TikTok.
goes into the Z access slot.
I was saying that Llama needs to be on TikTok. Don't you think you and your friends would love to watch this guy, wouldn't you? This guy right here, him.
Why?
His name is Llama. You guys would love to watch him, wouldn't you?
I'd watch the llama.
I'd watch Llama on repeat.
TikTok.
Some poor
I don't
kid is
know,
gonna
but if
get
Llama
on there
got
thinking it's llama llama red pajama, and he's gonna be really scarred for freaking life.
He would be scarred for life.
What did it say?
Here you go.
You're all
Chris.
nice. He subs to me because
TikTok
I'm not
video
nice.
where we dance with llama loops. And you can dance and then you just pop up my ugly
I
mug.
can't do TikTok.
You know, Dr. Jekyll, I'm just telling you right now, I don't make YouTube videos because I find it more fun to just get on somebody else's stream and ride their coattails.
Okay.
What I do.
Llama and Chris dancing together with llama loops.
Yeah.
All right, she just banned herself from the stream.
With the theme from Space Jam playing in the background.
Yeah, exactly. And just do one of those like virtual pass offs. Like, here, have the llama loops.
Welcome to the jam.
Look at Dan over there dancing away.
I was enjoying the beat. It sounded pretty good. Something about llama and loops, and I was like,
Llama don't dance.
Llama
you don't
don't
have to
dance.
tap a toe.
Llama don't dance and Daddy don't rock and roll.
But you can have llama loops.
Llama loops, yo no.
Yeah, I can see me doing a TikTok. I'm just shoveling llama loops in my mouth.
Get you some delicious llama loops. That's you're gonna need to learn how to dance if you're gonna be selling llama loops. You know, I mean, if you're trying to get your sponsorship, they're gonna want to make sure their monkey
Yeah,
can dance.
it's gonna be really hard to get a sponsorship from a company that
Just pretend this is llama loops. Like llama loops,
Just
llama
don't-
loops.
Don't get sponsored by Matter Hackers because that's a sponsor shit.
Don't hold
No,
back.
it really is. It really is.
What do they even do if they do sponsor you? Give you like a roll of filament?
Yeah,
No.
that's about, I'm sure that's about all you'll get from them.
No, they'll give you
Um,
a lot of things you ask for. It's just that it comes with a heavy price.
What is that price?
Your
What?
soul.
To give,
Your
to
soul,
give
pretty
them,
much.
to give them a positive review, I bet. Right?
No, it's nothing like that. It's just a lot more than you should ever have to, sign away to do a simple review on something like filament or a gadget.
they make you
Well,
sign it.
Saint Smart wanted me to review one of their printers, right? But they wanted me to buy it first, and then they said after you're done with your review, we'll give you 30% off.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
all-
totally.
Okay, sure. Let me get right on that.
That's when you go, if it's a negative review, well, I still get the 30%
I like the
off.
kind that crumples, not the kind that jingles, kid.
Well, I always thought of because like I had that whole fight with Sun Lu because I tried to like. Anyway,
They tried to export you for a free roll of filament, and you
Yeah,
bought
they
it.
want you to do the thing. But I'm like, dude, I got no money to buy it. So they literally sent me, and no lie, Sun Lu sent me a fake link that I purchased it, made it look like I had purchased it so I could write them a positive review.
Oh,
I've
I can-
never
I can-
used the filament, and they wanted me to write them a positive review.
I
Oh,
can,
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I can tell you right now that I told them when they said that whole deal, I was like, I like free stuff. They were like, okay, well, buy our filament and we'll refund you for it. I'm like, how? They're like, PayPal. I'm like, I don't have PayPal. They're like, oh, well, we'll send you a free roll of PETG then. If you just go ahead and buy it, then we'll send you a roll of PETG if you're okay with that. Because apparently they weren't looking for reviews on their Pet G at the time, so they didn't have to worry about me having a purchase link. So I was like, all right, fine, sure, whatever. Send me some. I'll try it because for shits and giggles, I'll try it. I mean, I figure a free roll of PETG for buying some PLA. I did use all the PLA. It was garbage. It did require a lot of tweaking and tuning.
No, but the fact that they bug you like every single day after you say, okay, I'll buy it. It's like, did you buy it? Did you print it? Has it got there yet? Did you print it? Do you like it?
so
yeah.
I took their fake link and I went and wrote a bad review, and then it got taken down because it's irrelevant to the filament.
Oh, no, my dad actually did it and they actually reimbursed him as soon as he got the money in the PayPal account. He changed his review to like a do not buy this shit.
Mhm.
Oh,
well, I do
Somebody
film.
got taken down.
Send me the film like a month later, rewrite it.
Yeah, I do some reviews like on Amazon that I buy. Okay, and there was this smartphone gimbal. I use it, and I gave it a 3 out of 5 because of the features that was lacking, and I think it's not as good as a DJI or something like that. And
Well, were you
so
comparing apples to apples? I mean,
no, this was just a $90 gimbal phone, smartphone thing.
Oh,
It was,
back
but it wasn't.
$100.
It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible either. It was a you get what you pay for type of review, right? I gave it 3 stars, and they keep on emailing me, "Hey, we really need our product to stand out. We'll give you $50 if you change your review."
No,
hey, what's your Amazon login? I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Price $50 for everybody.
I like $50.
it's like, no, I'm not changing it. Sorry, I mean, it is what it is. I already wrote it. It was like it felt like it was a 2-page review on it, and it's like, you didn't send it to me for free, so I just writing it to write it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do reviews
I
usually.
should start reviewing stuff.
I review Amazon if I find
buy
something
this.
I really, really like.
Don't buy the toaster.
Yeah,
the see-through toaster.
don't buy a Matter Hacker's Pulse.
Yeah, I could have told you that
Whatever
before
you
anyone
do.
bought one.
I never got that Pulse. I looked at that thing when it first came out. I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And I started looking at the specs, and I go, "They want how much for this?"
Yeah, it's
made
a
by
Puja with a Bowden.
For less.
Yeah.
You could buy a Puja for less.
But
Who
it
the
can't.
hell
But a Prusa
puts-
can't print carbon fiber easily. Nylon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll melt.
Yeah, no.
It'll set on
Pulse
fire.
never made sense to me. It was lacking too
It
much.
will spontaneously combust.
So it comes with a Garolite bed. Want a Build Tech flex plate system and a Ruby nozzle, which has terrible flow.
I don't want a root nozzle. I don't care about the Garolite bed.
I've got the Thanos rings.
Thanos. Look at those. Those are some lovely
Oh,
Thanos.
you're a really weird character.
What?
So did anyone ever tell you you're just a weird character?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Don't we
Okay.
call him weird every day?
I don't think he's a character.
Oh, Chris, did I tell you that I've decided that, the part of the anatomy that we refer to as the taint?
Yes. Because
I am now calling that-
taint the butthole.
Yeah, I'm now calling that Middle Earth.
Oh, nice. I've been there. I brought an axe.
That taint right, man. That just taint right.
Okay, Brian.
Hey, he's not here right now.
No, it's perfect because after
He's on the elliptical.
going through this Silmarillion again, I'm like, okay, so the front's Valinor because it's the best place there is, and the back is Angbang, which is
Wait a minute.
where
Did you say gangbang?
Gangbang.
no Angbang. It's
Yeah, gangbang. I've
Yeah,
heard
gangbang.
it once.
it's
Yeah,
where
The slower you say it, the better it sounds.
Yeah,
where
gang-
Morgoth resided. It's the bad place. It's the bad
Once a gangbang, always a gangbang.
I'm done talking. Screw you guys.
I'm taking my crayons and I'm going home.
I was merged into number 97. Thanks,
I
Keith.
was gonna ask you guys to be in my D&D group, and now you guys can just go suck a dick.
I'm taking my 20-sided die and I'm going back to my own realm.
20-sided die.
I want to
It's
print
called a
a
D20.
hockey mini.
Fine, D20. God, I gotta be funny.
No, back
Fucking-
in the 70s, we just
Such
called
a noob. You'd probably choose to be a bard.
I don't even play.
I
I'm
haven't
off the channel now.
close to you were born. Seriously. Matter of fact, literally, I don't think any of you were born the last time I played D&D.
Oh,
Uh,
Llama,
Well,
don't know
for
about
sure I
that.
wasn't.
Llama,
When's the last time
I
you
might
played?
have been. So I would say the last time I played D&D was about 33 years ago.
So you're up there with me then.
Llama, what year was the last year you recall playing D&D in?
79 or 80.
Oh
All right, well, then
yeah,
I was-
69.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
born. I was born.
All right. I was born in '74, but I didn't. I stopped. I think the last time I played it was like in '88.
I was
Okay.
barely not born, just barely.
I was born in '79, and I've never played. I tried to
Has
watch.
anyone played since I was alive?
Yes.
I
Put
used
it
to play
this way.
weekly.
Matter of fact, I think my brother still has them. If I go in the other room, we still have them. The original D&D manual books were little paper-bound magazine size.
Oh yeah.
They were not big hardcover books.
Well, they're not
What?
worth nothing then.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that the hard covers are the ones that are worth something.
Yeah, no. Actually, the original series, like version 1 and 1.2, the paper bounds are actually worth money. That's why my brother still got them.
Look at that. That
Oh,
is
God.
gorgeous. Everybody should have like 12 of those.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like that hot end. I don't really like the dude, but I kind of like the hot end. I think
You're right.
someone needs to clone it and steal it. No,
Clone it. That'd be hilarious.
It would be hilarious if someone cloned it.
Someone
Just
in China cloned. Wait, he's
I
not in
was gonna say-
China. What the heck?
No, he's in. Where is he? Russia?
Yeah, he's Russian. I was just saying it'd be
He's
funny if
glad.
you cloned it and he was like, someone in China cloned my hot end. No, someone in America cloned my hot end.
Yeah, we
Yes.
That would be even more entertaining, especially if when he saw that the guy was associated with one Mr. Chris Warkaki.
Yeah.
That
He's
would
going
be
to
even
blow
better.
a gasket when
Also-
he sees that Chris has one.
Oh, he's already blown a gasket.
I would just
His business
would-
partner also blew a gasket because I mentioned it because he was complaining that something. I go, it doesn't matter what you think. I just got mine in today, so I'll do a review. He goes, I made sure to use a third party to order it. So and he's like, oh, so you think you're better, and he's going to send you something. You're so important, he's going to send you a special one that's better than everyone
Yeah.
else's. I'm like, no, but that's how I order everything. Like if I order anything to test on my stream, I have a third party order it. It makes sense.
yeah.
Tripod.
Need to know that it's me ordering something. I order it through a third party. I get it. I test it. It's an unbiased opinion, and if you don't like it, well, screw you. I paid money for your garbage.
Yeah. Should have sent it to me for free like everybody else.
Yeah. I'll
Hey,
tell you. what,
Tripod. Meet
I'll give you
Pixel.
a PO box if you just send me free shit, and then I'll talk about how free your product is.
I
Until
do
you,
think that's a good hot end. I think it'll be a good hot end.
hey, Llama, get ready. She's lining up Pixel's butt for you. Quick, get ready.
I'll make her full screen.
Do you want me to aim his butthole towards you?
Llama needs a good one so he can get a really good, clear shot of
Buttreenon.com, butthole.
the butthole Rion.
Your butthole.
Yeah, it's you got Butreon.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
So I can go back and record it later. But it needs to be full screen.
So you know, one evening you
He
just
does
look
not
at-
look happy.
No, he's
Oh,
sleeping.
he's sleeping. He looks very happy. Actually.
Why?
Mm.
It's like
He
you
is
don't hear him purr from here?
He's like, I was perfectly content sleeping, and then you woke me up for butthole play, and now we're not even going to do butthole play.
No, if you can see, he opened my door.
You sure that wasn't your dad?
Yes.
Devin, there's someone behind you. Look out.
I can see behind me.
They're creeping in the doorway.
Cat.
It's
He's my good kid.
it's the one eye.
I have a good cat.
Yeah. You wait till the day you're not realizing it and he's attacking your foot, and then you will say otherwise.
No, he attacks my feet all the time. It's kind of funny.
How many times do you call him a little bastard in a day?
About once a week.
Only a week?
Oh shit!
Yeah, his nickname when he's being bad is Captain Asshole.
Yeah.
No, it should be Captain Ass Hat.
Yes. Captain Ass Cat.
Hi.
Ass Hat.
Does he wear an ass cat instead of an ass cat?
An ass cap.
Who's my good boy?
I would assume it's Ron, but it's not. Traded him in. That's why he hasn't been on stream lately. You broke his heart, you bitch. God.
sorry that someone closer to my age asked me to go out with him.
Age is just a number when you hit a certain point here.
Okay, but he's like 40.
Ooh.
Well, I'm just telling you right now that I love my wife. If we get divorced, if she ain't over 50, I want to deal with her because I'm getting tired of the drama that you youngins all bring to the table. I can't say that 50-year-olds won't be having drama either.
Yeah.
50 can have drama, I'm sure.
The drama's just
Here.
different.
Eater cat. Sick of cat. Cat
I always say that, and my wife's always like, "Fun time."
There's something I can knock off the shelf.
That's kind of the reminder I get.
Where are you going, sir? Yeah.
He's going somewhere.
There's some cat.
No.
Oh, there's some serious cat butt.
Yeah. He's like, just so everybody knows, I have conquered the mountain, and I am now going to show you all my asshole. Admire my asshole while I conquer the mountain.
Oh,
Jerk.
that's sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Everybody needs to drink a little more. Let's all drink up.
I
haven't had anything to
started
drink
yet.
I know. Me neither. That's what I'm saying.
I just, you know what? It's like
Cheers.
for some reason, yeah. I have water.
No, I just
Yeah. This is a smoothie.
It's only 9 p.m. It's a little early.
no, it's 10:30.
It's
4:30.
Real old time.
It's 9:36.
It is 9:36.
4:36.
And y'all
9:36.
be in the wrong time zone.
Apparently,
Yes,
where I live, it's 6 minutes faster than where you live.
Okay, it is
I'm
9:36.
several hours before you, so
10:36.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't that be crazy if we actually did that? Like if by time zones we like did like 10-minute increments.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you have 10-minute increments.
That would suck.
I agree. I thought about that the other day. Actually, it's really kind of weird you brought that up. I did think about it the other day. I was like, what if every so far it was like a certain, like, you know, it was like a 10-minute or like a 15-minute like window where it would change across the country.
Oh, he's watching a video.
Yeah, he's watching the
Yeah. So Creality just said that their Ender 6 is a Core XY.
but it doesn't have.
Okay, but when you look at the top,
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
it's
only
a
one.
single belt.
Yeah, it's a single belt.
So how can it be a Core XY?
It's an H-bot, not a Core XY.
Yeah, it's not a Core
Got
XY.
3 motors on top.
I mean, unless they change something from what they originally showed, because originally
But they showed the top of it. Okay.
I used
so-
to think the original Creality Ender 4 was a Core XY, and it was true
No,
H-bot. It had 3 motors.
it was a Core XY. That's why it failed, because Creality never put any damn money into the R&R to make sure that it was right.
yeah, because
The R&D, sorry. R&R is what I
You
need.
don't look at Creality's pictures. They just snap pictures of random crap that may not even be the printer.
Well, that's what I was going to say is like everything I saw from the beginning showed that there was only one
I
motor.
almost guarantee you it's an H-bot, because the Ender 4 was an H-bot. An H-bot
Yeah,
used 3 motors.
An Autobot.
I always thought an H-bot was
It was
the
like
Ender
go
bot.
about.
That is not an H-bot. An H-bot is like a Core XY with a single
Only-
belt, and
only
it uses a
Mark.
third motor to make it so you only need 1 belt. It can lock 1 motor and run 2, and it'll move the head in different ways.
yeah, I'm waiting for another. Let me have to rewatch the stream or something because the top looks like it has. I can't tell where the motor is for the top. Maybe it is a Core XY because normally, like on
It's 1 belt.
the Ender, it's on this right here on the Ender 5 Plus, and I don't see a motor overhanging on the side.
Yeah. It's
So-
an H-bot. It has a third motor on the frame.
Yeah.
On one end.
Nipple.
That's how the H-bots work.
Nipple.
They work by 1 belt. An H-bot works by 1 belt because it'll turn your X and Y motor just like a Core XY does. But because it only has 1 belt, you can do certain things by locking that other motor or turning that other motor. And instead of, the arm going back and forth or the head moving, by locking that or spinning it a certain direction, it'll pull the belt differently.
No. It's not allowed, Llama. Can't happen.
I always thought HBot was I thought the Ender 5 was an HBot. That's what I always thought. And then I had an argument with someone, and he was right. The HBot is a 3-motor Core XY.
That's weird. I never heard
It is
of it.
weird.
I'll have to look into
I
that.
don't totally get it in my head. I know how it works. I understand it, but it doesn't like compute in my head how a third
Yeah,
motor.
they didn't show it, the
it.
top of it for very long.
Of course, because
To see where that motor is.
they don't want you to see that it's not actually a core.
Usually on. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter.
I ate some crow.
Usually you have your two, like your Core XY on one end of the frame, and there'll be one out on the point on the other end of the frame, either on the left or the right side.
Yeah, you see one on all the way facing the printer. You see one to the back right.
Yeah.
You can see that, because they have it in an enclosure, but there's no top to it. So I said, where is the top? And then all of a sudden the feed kept on saying, where's the top? Where's the top? You're not going to build an enclosure without a freaking top. So
it makes low poly Pikachus.
And then, there we go. Yes. You can see the one motor in the right-hand side.
Plasticky, printy.
You can see the other between the window.
Oh, are you watching it too, Viking?
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Managed.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are being like, you guys are doing the streamception right now, huh?
Well,
yeah, since you talked about it, I just had a look. So
it's streamception right now, where we're streaming and you're on stream. But you're talking about the stream that you're watching while you're on the stream.
We're giving you information about a shitty printer that they made.
But you got to remember, this is the
he actually
party. This is the party.
I don't see no live stream.
I'm editing a podcast and listening to a stream at the same time.
Get back on Dickasauruses. Come on.
No one has one to show.
Oh,
you can see two motors in the upper right and left.
I still think that somebody needs to rework the Dickosaurus and put the anchor. There we go. There
he just got demonetized.
No, somebody needs to cut the tip off and put Chris's head on there.
No, not put Chris's head on there. Somebody needs to put a saddle Dickosaurus and then put Chris.
I just got shit faced.
The little angry work.
They're using.
Awesome, dude. I just got
that pile of shit was right on my face.
Yeah.
Shithead. Just wanted to.
I'm catching a buzz off of 2 drinks. I just remembered why. I took a bunch of freaking painkillers just before we started this stream. I forgot about that.
Llama is numb. Feeling good.
I took the freaking Percocet.
I counted the motors.
Percocet and wine?
Huh?
It's an actual Core XY.
It's not, or it is?
It is. I can see 2 motors on the top.
Yeah. Is there a third one on the top? Is there only one belt?
There's only 2. There's 2
there's
where
2.
Is there one belt?
You can't tell.
Yeah, you can't tell because the belts are behind they're like in the extrusions, but it's a double extrusion.
Post a link where you're seeing this because I don't see it.
It's on Facebook.
It's on their Facebook
stream. Go to Facebook. Go to Creality on Facebook.
Do you want me to share my screen with it?
They're running the whole thing on aluminum extrusions with V-slot wheels. So holy crap!
It's in the actual Facebook Creality page. It's their
Creality 3D.
I'll send you the link, Llama.
Just Creality.
And just share it so everyone can see it, what we're looking at here, because
Chris doesn't want to advertise that garbage. He's a Prusa boy, remember?
Yeah, but it's...
Come on now. We don't advertise Creality around here.
Yeah, that's why I mute the whole conversation.
Yeah,
3 girls on there that are... I don't understand why they have them on there and one engineer in the background.
You know why they have them on there, for the same reason we talked about when we talked about Naomi the other night. She does what she does. She has no problems admitting it. It is for the recognition that she can gain from it.
So if you look, they're using double wide extrusions.
I just giving you a keyword.
And they're using double wide extrusions. If they do that, they can actually hide 2 belts.
Yes. in the extrusion or use the extrusion to block.
Yeah, and and it really sucks to replace that because you got to like have a wire hanger or something to push it through or something, you know.
Yeah, no, that's a 2-core XY. There's no, I don't see a third motor anywhere.
Yeah, it's core XY. You see the motor on the X, you see the motor
You
on
can
the
see
Y.
in the upper right, and then you see another
Yeah,
motor.
Yes, the NEMA's in the lower left. You can see the bottom of it.
There's an upper and lower belt.
And then an XT60, probably off-brand, is powering the bed.
It actually doesn't look like a bad printer for Creality.
No, well, I asked about the top, and they said it's optional to buy. I'm like, really?
Oh, the cover for
Yeah.
What's the print size? 300? 300?
No, it's smaller than that. It's a 200, 400.
I thought it was
that's 200.
Wait, hold on. They have it on the chat here. 250, 250, 400.
Okay, because I thought it was 250, 280, 400 or something. But yeah, 250, 250.
This might be something that I could actually mod and make a decent printer.
Yeah.
Well,
the frame looks nice.
That's the one good thing I will always say about
Looks dirty.
printers. They are so cheap that you can buy them and mod them and make them a really good printer for less than what most really good printers cost.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that they're using, and this has always been my biggest issue with all of these extrusion printers. I don't like V-slot on extrusion. And if you look at the X or the Z-axis
on extrusion, I hate LMUs. Hate them.
Look at the Z-axis. The Z-axis is running on a lead screw, but the actual structural integrity comes from.
Someone send me a link. I want to see what's going on.
Hey, Ron's on there. The happy extruder, 252 on a glass plate core XY structure faster speed.
And go to the Creality page. Let's get rid of all the unnecessary garbage and go.
That's not the link, Chris.
It's funny. I was gonna say I was just getting there, but
just put it right in the chat.
Why? Why, Llama?
Everybody can watch it.
Replace all the extrusions with linear rails, and you got yourself something.
Yeah, Happy Extruder said.
Yeah, I think with the Core XY, you would want some linear rails on it for stability, not rollers.
No, rollers are fine with Core XY. They're absolutely fine. Mine are all rollers.
One motor there, one motor on the other side. There's a motor.
I will take rollers over LMUs on rods any day of the week.
That's wrong, but okay.
No, that's really right.
Again, agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Things.
I agree, Dr. Jekyll. Single C is a bit disappointing.
A thing to always remember is when arguing with Llama, you will.
No, I actually, because when I built this, I started with LMUs and rods. And if you watch the original, what the hell's the famous Core XY dude that built all the Core XY? What's the famous Core XY kit thing?
The Hypercube?
Light rail?
Yeah, the Hypercube. If you watch his initial build, he was using the LMUs and he was having problems with it, and he literally had to pitch the LMUs out of square with the rod to get them tight enough so they weren't sloppy.
I'm not. There's a place.
LMUs.
There's a purpose and a place for LMUs and smooth rods, and there's a place for this type of extrusion and V-slot wheels, and that place is on deltas.
No.
The issue
with the V-slot wheels.
The issue here is that you're going to be putting so much weight on these wheels that have.
There's less weight on them.
No.
Carrying the motors around. That
build plate is being held up, and the torque is going to be on the back top wheel and the bottom front wheel.
Yeah.
And those wheels are going to get indented, and those wheels are eventually going to wear down the more you use them. That's why I don't like them.
That or you're going to crash. And
you quite years old, but I don't have any problems with them.
Well, not now.
3 years.
Huh?
They've outlasted my LMUs by a long shot.
Well, you're using the wrong LMUs.
Linear rails for that particular thing is the ultimate, but you're not going to do linear rails in that price range.
Nice
No.
comment, Chris.
Well, they
Looks
haven't
pretty
released the
cheap.
price yet.
I absolutely hate LMUs. The more I worked with them, none of my printers have LMUs anymore. Actually, that does.
I love the fact that like everybody's watching the stream on Facebook, and then now we're streaming. Stream.
Loud.
I looked up. I picked it up there because
If you look at the soft speaks, there's less distance.
I'm just hanging out, cleaning parts, getting
Wow.
ready.
Mr. Barton. That was pretty. Everything wears out eventually.
Even your mom.
There you go.
The issue with the Hypercube guys and their LMUs is
I wonder
because
what they're going to charge
they bought
for.
shitty Chinese rods and shitty Chinese bearings, and the clearance is too high. You can buy LMUs that are correctly sized for
Yeah,
the
well,
rods.
Tech 2C was using what? The Menusa or whatever bearing.
It
You had
doesn't
to pitch
matter.
them out.
Doesn't matter.
Masumi?
You can buy
And
whatever they
Masumi,
are.
and if you buy the raw
But if you-
rod for the Masumis, like they recommend PSFJ.
Yeah.
PSFJ are undersized because it's meant for a higher load. Because we're 3D printing and our loads are so light,
We need
You wanna
the
use
proper
PSFJ
tolerance.
rods.
Bring that forward Wi-Fi. Congrats. I ran on the live stream. You go, dude. No, I mean, for
and the fact that they actually like put it up there for you.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so
Thanks, Joe.
I did a comment on there when
the
it was
underscore
Ben,
correct
Corey,
why
and
not sure.
Wendy. All right. So I said that Naomi broke their printer, and you were using it as an advertisement. And they actually showed them. They put it up there that she broke the extruder. So it's like that does not
Their
surprise me.
English isn't very good, and when they see things like congratulations, that's all they know is that they're being congratulated.
yeah, so
They don't know what else you said. So
Take
they're
me off the
They're
street.
leaving it up. It's still up there, which is even
I know.
Oh golly! I shouldn't have said anything. Gosh.
No,
Yeah, and then Thomas Anderson says the same thing. Not a fan of the V wheels. So
I
and the Z
prefer
either.
I've used both. I don't do linear
It's got
rail.
a 32-bit board, Chris.
Too expensive.
The motion looks choppy as heck, though. Like,
Yeah, that's because
Well, I think
it's
that's
crap.
partially too.
Hey, I did get on that deal though for $265.
screw that deal.
Take
I'll
me
take
off
it.
the street,
minute.
for the love of God. They do.
I
Seriously.
love how we're
I
streaming,
know.
watching us watching a stream.
I just print screen this so that way I can share it on Twitter later.
Nice.
Matter of fact, I gotta go
Oh
to
wait,
China.
I want to do the same thing.
Like the blue. Thanks, hero.
That's
All
why
right.
people are like,
For that.
I screen captured it too. I'll share it as well.
They said how much they're going to get for that Core XY unit.
$270, I think is what somebody was just saying.
See, that's worth it. The freaking frame's worth that.
For how much?
Didn't someone just say they're selling them for $270 or two something? Didn't
They,
they?
they haven't
right.
released the price yet.
Yeah, they haven't
The
released it.
R-Tech, not the.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, they're talking about the CR6. They got that thing back up.
Yeah,
The
CR6s.
CR6 is just the old Ender 3.
No, it's a new Ender.
New Ender 3.
Well, there you
It's
go.
not the old. It's a new Ender.
That's gonna be more than. That's gonna be like $450
Almost
minimal.
Look at them go.
2208 in standalone. So it still uses end stops.
Well, yeah, it
Yeah,
has
I
to.
can
Yeah,
see the
I wouldn't
stop.
do Core XY with that.
Oh no, of course.
No,
Why
no,
with
no,
the,
Central is homing on a Core
that'd
XY.
be funny though.
But
Central is homing on a Core XY.
Yeah, that would be a hot mess.
$940 US.
And just like that, Viking says challenge accepted. He's
I
doing
don't
it.
think you could do Centralist homing on Core
I
XY.
say it's gonna be at 529.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
Somewhere
could
around
say.
use
there.
centralist homing on a Core XY, but you would still have to set up some kind of like a block for it to hit. So
Yeah, you need both motors to hit at the same time, which is tough.
yeah,
Yes.
that would be real tough.
That's what
What I
I'm
want to know is how come the girls in the model or in the video aren't wearing 3D printed ear savers?
Oh, here's a good one for you. So I printed a bunch of 3D. I printed a bunch of the ear savers. I gave them to the staff at the school.
CR6SE
And
628.
the staff are the only ones in the school that have them. And I come walking out of school today, and laying on the ground is one of the ear savers. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, are you guys serious? Like, you just take it off, throw it on the ground outside the school, and there's only one person making them, and he only
Two-
made one area of the school, so he knows where they came from. Fucking lazy asses.
Wait, how much do they say this thing is? Is this the CR6SE?
Yeah, they're talking that again.
$1 million.
628, 2 picks, 3 picks, 942. What? Do they mean pieces? Like,
628.
you can buy
Yeah,
2 of
two
them for
pieces
620?
is
Oh, okay,
628,
that's-
3 pieces is 942.
For
How
the
much is one
CR6.
piece? I don't want to buy 3 of them.
It's 3 and some change, like 329, wasn't that they were saying for the CR6? It's going to be 329.
Well, yeah, it's going to be 329 on through the Kickstarter, and then after that, it's going to go up again.
Oh, I thought it was 329 was going to be the retail on it, and through the Kickstarters where you were getting it for less. I thought, my bad.
I didn't mean to capitalize we.
Yes, you
Whoops.
did. Yes, you did.
What? So what printer am I looking? It's an Ender. This is the Ender 6.
Yeah,
This is the Ender 6, the Core XY.
Okay, so how much is this? I want to know.
they don't
how
have a
much-
price yet.
They're still
Sounds
doing that. They're doing that thing they do where they drag you in for 3 hours and talk about all this other stuff, and then finally go, "Oh, by the way, it's this much at the end," and then bye.
Well, if it's along the Ender line, it won't be that much.
It is an Ender 6. So,
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
but again,
Yeah.
the CR6 is more of an Ender than it is a CR.
Yeah,
yeah,
how
that's the
they-
way I look at it. When I bought it, you know that for
models.
265, it's a little bit bigger. It's got the dual Z's, auto leveling. Honestly, I think it's so. I think it, for the price, if I didn't get it for 265, I was gonna most likely pass. But I got it for 265, and I think it's a good printer for the price. So for the CR6SE.
Yeah.
The underside of the bed. Thanks, Kersey.
That's a bit private, don't you think, sir?
Yeah.
Talking about the underside on stream.
He wants to see, because it's the gantry, he wants to see if there's reinforcement underneath. Because that's the problem with the Ender 5 was the gantry needing.
It just exploded.
Yeah.
It's
So he
sad.
brings up yeah. So you look at that one, right? That one's an 8-bit board in that they're showing off right now.
And why anymore? We've gone over this, and we've said it time and time again. It costs them more to make an 8-bit board anymore than it does a 32-bit board. Why in the hell are they still making 8-bit boards?
Because they had them laying around.
Well, yeah, but
They're probably not paying more for the 8-bit processor because they're
well,
buying
they probably bought a shitload of 8-bit processors back in the day and got a hell of a discount, and now they're just using them up.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of the stock you have.
Or they get some sub company to make it, and they just say, "Hey, we needed to do this," and the engineer goes, "Okay, I've got."
I think it's hilarious that we're trolling.
So I'm going to put that in there.
We're on stream trolling them.
How many more of us can we get in there?
I let me see. I'm trying to think of a dumbass question to ask, and then I'll ask it and see what they say. Or
Yeah, they'll put it up there.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just trying to think of something to say.
Ask them like really stupid. Like, does it do
Ask them
dual
why there's
extrusion?
Hey, ask him why there's an 8-bit board in that one. That
I'm
white
gonna
one.
ask
What's the model? What the hell's the model number of that one? Hold on.
That one's the what is that one? The Ender
CRS5.
No, it's not Ender.
Oh, it's
CRS.
already-
CR5 Pro, CRS Pro, CR5 Pro.
And then Thomas, look what he said. See what Thomas said? Come on here. You asked the girls to see the bottom.
See the bottom. Oh. I'll just ask like a generic. I'll just be
And
like,
that's an expensive printer. That's like
Oh, I
CR5
like
Pro.
Ryan's. Just is it pink?
why does the CR5 Pro have?
I already asked that.
Oh, did you? Well, then
Yeah.
never. Yeah, you just did right there. See, I was just getting ready to. Damn it!
I'm going to ask
You
the
popped up.
question.
You
Here
asked.
is the question.
When will Naomi get one?
No.
So we can see her assemble it wrong. Well, wait, that'll come pre-assembled.
Yeah.
I asked, what's the best printer I can buy for under $300?
The question every group everywhere loves to see. What's the best printer for under $300?
And why $300? Why is that everyone's budget?
Oh, John Mack's in there.
Yep.
John Mack.
Now it's good.
John Mack's gonna be like, does it come with 3 bathrobes?
Let's see if they highlight that.
Congratulations.
Can I print dicks with this?
You're trying to prove my point, aren't you, Mr. Warcocky, with that whole like congratulations, because they'll see the word congratulations and be like, he said something.
There we
good.
go. Ender 6, latest upgraded version, Ender 6. 400 millimeters in the Z. 250
Yeah.
by 250.
250,
Cubic structure, even though it's not a cube. But hey, whatever.
It's a rectangular structure.
Yeah.
On the ups.
With a
Pre-order
top
allowed.
option.
What's weird is I was complaining that they were doing the Ender 6 SE as a Kickstarter. They're like, well, they probably don't have pre-order on their website, but apparently they do, because it says pre-order there.
Yeah, it says pre-order for that. Grr.
Nice one, Joe Mike.
Oh my God, Joe! Oh my God!
What's the difference between the Ender 6 and the CR5 Pro? An enclosure. And some
Instant
other.
classic, by the way. What's funny, I don't even have the sound on, so I don't know what they're saying, so I don't know if they're answering my questions.
Yeah, me neither.
What's 3 times faster print speed?
It's 3 times faster print speed. So it'll print at 180 millimeters a second instead of 60. Wow.
Yeah.
This thing is going to be totally sink the rail core. Nice. Somebody's fishing there, isn't he? He's just trying to get on that stream again.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. I was on there for way too long.
Yeah, they did kind of.
I can't count for
for a
you.
while.
No.
They're gonna come over here and give me the corrupt. No, I can't say that.
They just said it can print TPU. Nice.
Well, I'm glad then.
Hey, that's great because my under 3s will you just fine. Of course.
Yeah.
What? Thanks. They highlighted me for an instant, and they meant somebody else. Why are they highlighting this guy?
They posted.
They realized you were
Need to
kind
hear
of.
this.
There it is. There you are.
Yep. Is someone listening? Because I can't hear shit.
I don't have it. Let me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Something about compared to the something SE. So I think they're talking. I think they meant to say compared to their new printer that they're already putting out.
Well, they just said that you could change the print speed higher. To answer your question.
So yes.
Yeah, so Thomas Anderson said that Bowden tube is way too long. And I totally agree with him. Look at the length of that thing.
That's what she said.
Should have a direct
no
drive,
Brontosaurus.
but
It should.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. After this live show. Thank you very much. Oh, they're done.
Oh, they're done.
And
They're
maybe
done now.
tomorrow.
They're
All I
wrapping
know
up.
is they have 3 times the audience than we do here. We have 18 viewers. They have 37. What the heck, guys?
42 now.
We need to step it up here. Come
Oh,
on, guys.
42.
Well,
Dang
half
it.
our viewers are over there.
Well, we're there. I'm in both.
Yeah, I was gonna say the problem is guys, we're watching the stream while on stream, so we're only adding to their numbers. It's not helpful when we're adding to their numbers.
They're
We're trying to figure
answering
out-
what is the top printer speed. Hold on.
Brian Vines, get out of there.
Mr. Vine,
Oh.
you get off that treadmill and you get your butt in this stream right now, mister.
Yeah.
Or at least watch our stream too.
Brian Vines, you're in timeout.
Yeah, you tell him, be like, no FDM lounge time for you tonight, mister.
Man, you just snuck that in at the last second, didn't you, Chris? You got the last comment in.
That was right before my long live reality and thermal runaway.
Long live thermal runaway.
Well, it doesn't have anything. They said it's in still not, this is like a prototype that they have, but there's no bed leveling on it either right now.
Oh boy.
Stinking bed leveling.
Yeah, what he said.
There's no bed leveling on the CR10.
Get out of there. Why does it sound like Vikings taking a nap on us?
I was stretching, but I'm actually thinking about going to bed now. It's over 5 a.m.
I was going to say
I
it's
was gonna
almost
say
6 a.m. there, isn't it? Or yeah, it's 5 o'clock now.
Yeah, the sun might come up on his vampire ass. He's got to go to bed.
He's got to go climb back into his coffin.
Yeah, it's
So,
starting to get.
Speaking
not sunny,
of,
but lighter.
have you seen the show What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah, I love it. It's
So
awesome.
good.
Yeah,
What does Llama do in the shadows?
you don't want to know.
no, probably not. But that show is awesome. Highly recommended.
What Llama does in the shadows would scare the rest of humanity.
Would or does?
Would. They just don't know. So they
I
can't be scared yet. Yeah.
I think it does scare them, Llama. You're a scary, scary man.
Wow, yeah, I took half a Percocet. That's why I'm all freaking out.
Quaaludes, man. They need to bring back Quaaludes. That's what they need.
Dude, I took a Xanax and I've been drinking beer. I am like
Hi, Brian.
really tired.
Well, I had
There he
two-
is.
I'm like,
Young man, what were you doing over there?
oh, yeah, traitor over there on the Creality site. We saw you, Brian.
Yeah, yeah.
You're a traitor like monkey.
You know,
Mr. Vines, you can,
on Jordan, and he didn't hang around very long.
Yeah. Mr. Vines, it's real easy. You can redeem yourself because Viking is stepping out. You could step up. Well, he steps out and redeem yourself. Grab your
4.8% alcohol.
Okay, guys. See you later.
Later.
Viking. Have a good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Or good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. You have a good evening. Later. Later.
Later.
That's such a Viking thing to say. You have a good evening.
Was that Switch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't played mine in like 6 months.
Where's Devin?
That's because you don't have Animal Crossing.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Devin's got hers down here, been playing the whole time. Chris has been off stream just watching Creality and playing waiting for something else to come up. And now he's just waiting for Mr. Vines to show up so he can go back and lurk in the shadows.
Lurking in the shadows.
It was the best trolling theirs, and they're posting it. I missed the one screen capture, but we can play it back.
Chris.
Yeah, I love the fact that they play their trolls.
What up, Devin?
In your Nook store, not the Nook store, in the resident services, what color is your Godzilla?
Green.
Ooh, could I interest you in a trade?
What do you got?
Pink.
Purple?
Oh, I need a purple one.
Purple Nurple.
Yeah, the one that's hanging out by my airport. That's
Nice.
the color I have. But I want all
See?
the colors of Godzilla's.
See, we knew it.
Well,
We
come
knew
visit
he
my
was
island
gonna
and
use
bring
that
me
as
your
an
Godzilla.
excuse. We
I
knew it.
am ordering a Godzilla. Are your gates open?
Are you guys
I
like
can.
That's
talking
kind of
some kind of
personal.
porn
Yeah.
crap? Because it's really disturbing.
This is sounding really wrong.
My island and
That's-
bring your
yeah, I mean-
Godzilla.
No, but again though, we kind of called it that you were going to try and use the elliptical as an excuse to get out.
Yep.
Mhm. We knew it. We called it. Go back
Ryan
and watch the
Vines,
stream.
he's cheating on us
Mhm.
with
With
Creality.
reality.
It makes sense. They're the easiest ones to make money off of. I need to start buying Creality printers.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dr. Jekyll. I think the Creality printers are good,
I did ask for
cost-effective starter frame set.
mine early, because they're handing out the review units to.
he's like the hell with you guys and your Creality talk. Heat gun.
Over the whole freaking audio.
Heat gun time.
Hey,
I said
so,
I'm already paid for it, so send it early.
So what did the fisherman say to the magician?
Nice catch.
Pick a card, any card.
Oh boy.
Oh,
This just got
pretty
bad.
man.
Well, I'm waiting for Mr. Vines to come in. I'm trying to lure him in with shitty jokes, hoping that he'll come in and get us with them dad jokes,
Get in on some of those dad jokes, Daddy.
Them bad daddy jokes.
Someone just messaged me.
Yeah, it was-
WTF, says the Dr. Jekyll. He just said it in some kind of language known as the military speak.
yes.
Whisker
That would be
Tango
the-
Foxtrot.
Yeah. It would be some-
Someone just replied to my comment in. Let's see here.
The best way to do the tango or the foxtrot is with some whiskey.
Where's the Chris comment?
Devin, don't pretend like you know.
No, I'm just laughing that I accidentally bought two Godzillas instead of
Somebody
one.
is saying the top print speed is 150 millimeters per second.
That would be almost what I said. I said 180 because 60 times 3, but I guess
your wannabe thing.
I
Don't think you can get a printer that size going that fast because I don't think it can accelerate and decelerate
God.
at space.
I got fucking sharp pointy things in my hand, kid. I damn near stab myself in the finger. What the hell? Like I'm using a reamer on a piece of plastic, and she's like, "God!" And I pulled it out of the hole and damn near went back into my finger. This kid's trying to kill me. I swear to God.
Normal.
Yeah, I know. That is the everyday in this house. You guys have witnessed me almost die on many occasions.
The chances
Matter
of
of
you
fact,
being
it's almost
killed
killed
by
my
your,
dad. It's kind of funny.
My
the
wife,
chances of you being killed by your cat are slim, but never
no.
zero.
The wife assaulted me one evening with a flip flop several times while on stream.
Hey, but we'd be a witness to the flip flop fatality.
But no, you all said you didn't see a damn thing, you fucking traitors.
I didn't see shit.
See?
But I ain't no stoolie.
Hey, Chris, you're supposed to open your gate.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Hey,
Yeah, I
hey,
got a
Open my
Godzilla in my
pants.
pocket for you.
hey, will you quit asking him to open his gate on camera?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
not on
opening my
stream.
gate.
He doesn't.
Gate.
You chose Godzilla.
I'm trying to invite John Mack over, and you're, I'm going to have us, you should stop over anyway. I'm going to have a meteor shower.
I've never gotten a meteor shower.
We'll come hang
before.
out. We'll go do it together.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, the one time I got a meteor shower, I didn't realize I had to have nothing in my hands, and I got 0
Yeah.
star fragments, and I was so mad.
Celeste is in my town right now. I just saw it.
Nice.
So let me quit building for now. And I'm at my airport. I can open up the airport. See? I'm at the airport right now.
Nice. I have a Godzilla present for you.
Nice.
Godzilla.
That Godzilla poop?
Yep.
Godzilla!
Oh,
Godzilla.
Oh, he's
I
Godzilla.
want visitors.
Godzilla! No!
I want to do
don't
via
do that.
online prey.
I love how he's typing at the computer and he's waving his arms around. He's not even touching the keyboard, and it's
That's
just
how you
hilarious.
do it in Animal Land. It's all in the mind.
Someone needs to model a dodo because I want to print it.
Chris Free just modeled Isabel.
Isabel.
It looks
I know.
awesome.
I subbed to his Patreon today, so I can get it.
Nice.
Noise.
Oh,
So
one,
anyway,
Oh,
one more thing to crimp, and I've crimped all my.
okay. My gates are open.
I am coming over to Club Bacon.
Oh wow! Hey,
Here.
look at this dirty talk that I missed here. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah. If you had Animal Crossing, you
she's-
could dirty talk with us too.
She's coming over.
on that note,
He opened his gates, and she's
That llama
coming
is like he didn't want to hear any of this PG-13 shit.
I'm ready for Betty Bye.
He says, "Bring on the Dickosaurus." That's
Good
what he
night,
said.
Llama.
Lots of phrasing that you would hear on a nature show.
What kind of nature show?
You know what kind of nature show.
The
That's how the llama do.
Porn
My island
Kind
looks
of-
so different now.
the
Excuse
kind
the
of
mess.
nature show that talks about the scientifically accurate DuckTales, that kind of show.
Scientifically accurate duck wieners.
Yeah.
Wieners. Here we go with that again.
There's nothing wrong
I
with
did not initiate this time.
corkscrew dingling.
The pig wieners all corkscrewed too.
Mm. Their tails are corkscrews.
Yeah.
No, it's just a curly Q. It's not a whole corkscrew.
Brian Vines, the link is in the same spot it always is. It's in the
Brian
shenanigans chat.
Vines. It's your booty.
I'm gonna
You
head out.
forgot about shenanigans. You haven't been here in
Trader
Vines.
Trader.
See, that's the thing. He hasn't been here in so long. He forgot where to find the link.
It's all
Yeah, he's
that
been hanging out in Creality so long.
What
brainwashing.
the heck?
Oh, he's on his iPad.
Discord app for iPad, sir. It does work. It is a thing. You
does.
can download it.
Does work.
It does work. It's really annoying.
That's right. I
let's see
called you
here.
out, Mr. Vines. I'm a little
Messages.
salty because I'm in here throwing stupid jokes, trying to get you in here with them awesome dad
Oh.
jokes.
Where's Brian Vines? I haven't messaged him.
I
on
already sent him
Twitter
a
in
link.
so long.
Oh, see, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what's
Because I'm good at sliding in people's DMs.
Apparently.
Likes to slide in
islands.
there.
Yep.
yeah? What's hey,
Yeah, as long as you open your gates, though, you got to open your gates.
I opened my gates wide. She's
I
wearing
am-
a work outfit.
hey Dan, can you send me the?
Oh, I
this-
forgot I changed clothes.
You want the Discord?
yeah, can you send it to me?
Yeah, you want to join the Discord? Sure.
Do it. Do it.
Join the madness that is his Discord.
Well, actually, I'll drop it for you in the
It's-
Coming over to you.
back door. Are you inviting him now?
There you are.
Oh, you guys are playing.
Hold
the
on.
game.
Let me use my wand and change my outfit to something more appropriate.
Copy this, and then I'm going to go to the private chat, sir. If you go look in the private chat,
Yeah,
I'll
all right.
drop the link.
Whee! My special outfit.
Poof, there it is.
Now I've got my safety vest
Thank
on.
you, sir.
Well, here is your Godzilla.
Once you get
Where is
get into the Discord, you'll need
Sure.
the guy
Let me give
who's
you-
like hardcore playing over there to
That's
invite
a
you over
fountain.
to the other
That's a
place.
park clock. There's Godzilla.
Oh, it looks like we have a request
Okay.
to join Nanigans, sir. It's up to you if you're gonna invite said individual to Nanigans, but it would be the other Chris in the basement.
Oh, okay.
He would like an invite to Nanigans.
All right. Where'd you go now?
I'm right here.
Oh, where the hell? I'm right here. Where's
I
right
am
here?
in front of the plaza.
Okay, follow me. We'll go get some
She's right-
stargazing.
She's right in front of the Dickosaurus. Okay.
I should make one as
You
my
should.
as my picture.
Should make your Dickosaurus your picture so there's a little Dickosaurus walking
I
around.
like
the
your
room.
island.
Thank you. I'm working on it.
God.
I
I've
love
got
your
a 3D model of my island, what I want it to look like when I get terraforming.
Look, don't we look so cute together, looking for shooting stars?
Look at you.
Ew.
Aw, so special. Oh, you look
All
so
right, I'm gonna go this way and see if
pretty.
there's any.
I've never
Depending
been
on where you
so
go, that's-
proud to be on a stream with y'all.
You look
Chris
so-
wants the Discord.
What?
See what I started? on the chat.
You have a lot of orange trees.
That's the orange tree section.
Oh.
The other side has apple trees, and then I have got a pear tree area.
It's a whole section, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you put everything together in sections? Don't you have orchards?
Yeah, you can come
for
down. I got a
different things?
staircase now to my little hidey spot.
So, funny story about that.
That's where you and your boyfriend made out.
No, me and my boyfriend have never played Animal Crossing before New Horizons. And we thought that we found a secret island that only like my island had.
Nice.
And we set it up as like a romantic date spot, and then Red showed up.
Nice.
And then we found out that everyone has this stupid
A
secret
romantic
island.
date with Red. That makes sense.
Yeah, Red crashed my custom date spot.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Oh, got one. Come over by me.
I'll come over by you.
Yep, there's another one.
Ruh-roh.
I'm coming.
I'm on the left side
Okay.
by the apple trees.
Run
Right.
faster.
That ain't the first time this
Three
week
of
I've
them.
heard that.
I got one, I think.
I like this
Yeah.
case a lot better than the other case.
Me too.
I don't know what this case is, but I'm assuming it's probably.
How do
pretty
I tell if I got it or not?
The star should explode.
Does
if
it itch?
If you don't know, you don't know.
Turns into like goes.
Yeah, I got it.
If it itches, you got it.
Yeah.
Yay!
Did the
And then
burn
tomorrow they're gonna
machine-
wash up on your shore.
Michael has an orchard in his backyard.
Like an actual orchard.
Like an angry orchard.
No, that stuff's good.
I need one of those. I have some in the fridge.
Oh, do you now? You seem to have a lot going on lately, young lady.
Someone just hopped into the back room.
Who's in the back room? Oh, it's
What's up,
look at this
Vines?
guy. Look at this trailer.
Can you guys hear me or
Yeah, I
not?
hear you.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. I was actually watching your video today, Mr. Vines, and my
Yes.
assistant was there standing right behind me, and you were doing your thing, and he was kind of snickering and stuff. I said, this guy's a lot of fun to hang out with too. Like outside of these streams, he's definitely a more interesting fellow when he's got a beverage in his hand. And he goes, what? I said, yeah. You see, like how he's got like the dad jokes going on, and he's an informative guy with the dad jokes. And he goes, yeah. I said, now imagine that with a drink in his hand, telling more interesting stories. And he goes, so yeah, you should watch my streams or watch the streams a little more often that I tell you I'm a part of. So,
Oh yeah.
and then it just works out that I talked about that today, and here you are tonight after you went and watched Reality Trader.
I think my extruder might be a little over voltage.
Why are you all hating on me for liking my reality printers?
No, we're not.
Yeah, I'm not. I got two of them right here. I'm not going to hate on you for
I have
that.
one over
I just-
there.
I'm just hating on the fact that you've been ignoring us lately for Creality more.
Look at that. He's on the actual elliptical talking to. That's actually a good
I
way of
know.
doing it.
Yeah.
You
It's making
know
me
that I
jealous.
like you guys if I'm actually on the elliptical talking with you guys.
I know. We just got to bust your chops a little bit.
I
Somebody's
had to
got
get
to.
a shirt on so you don't have to look at my moves.
No, we want
Hey.
to look at your moves.
I've been calling
I
those.
want to see your moves.
I'll be honest
No.
with you. I've replaced the phrase "moves." Me and like my oldest kid and like my oldest non-kid, we replaced the term "moves" with "brugs," bro jugs, brugs. Yeah. Damn it! I pushed it together. Now it won't come apart. Son of a bitch.
That's what you get.
That's
I
the
could watch
song.
32-bit motion all day. It's so smooth.
That's the song.
Mhm.
Son of a bitch.
Just watching the belts. The belts. There's no.
They're just
Oh my
spinking
God.
right along.
This thing is like legitimately like stuck. Hey, can't say the
Bearings
tower.
need to be greased though.
Chesticles.
What did it used to be?
It's what it is. It's actually I'm 3D printing one of those Bondtech clones just for shits and giggles. I figured I'd print one
Mhm.
because I've had the files for a while, and I figured why not. And then to go with the Bowden extruder, I printed a lovely little adapter that you can thread one of the little fittings into.
Mhm.
So I figured I would try it just for shits and giggles because I'm getting ready to possibly make this one direct drive since I put the bracket on there that I 3D printed as well. I want to see how many of these 3D printed parts I can just stick on a system and then see how many problems I have and then blame it on the printer and not on my stupidity. Be like, it's not me. It can't be me. I know I didn't screw something up. It has to be the printer. It worked fine before everything else happened.
I see Chris is playing on a handheld console instead of an emulator. That's a Switch.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You knew there was going to be at least one time.
Oh, that was just well executed, sir. I bow to
There
you.
we go.
That's my one good one for the night.
You say that now, there's going to be at least 3 or 4 more before you get off.
I actually never played the Switch in handheld mode. I've only used it as a console mode.
I didn't actually use my dock for like a good year.
Before.
Well, I mean, I never even took it on the train with me. I figured that, okay, when I was playing like Zelda, figured out I'll take it on the train. Just never did.
I remember the story. You told me that once. I thought, maybe I'm wrong.
Come on, more shooting stars. I only got 5.
Devin's got a ton.
I got 2.
See?
I got none.
She comes to your island and steals your shooting stars. You see that?
You can get them at the same time. No, you can get them at the same time.
I was invited to come.
Yep.
Shooting stars?
That's kind of not how it works, Devin. You don't get an invite to do that. It just happens.
You get invited to come.
Yeah.
You may come now, please.
I'm still behind on games on that thing. I haven't played a video game in a good 6
Look at
months.
me. I'm like a shadowy figure here. All backlit and everything.
It's perfect.
Yeah, you make me jealous, Brian.
I gotta
those things.
disguise my voice.
You are all majestic.
His beard is flowing. His sweat is dripping.
We're just waiting for sweat to drip off of you and go right into your phone.
Just beads of sweat glistening on the forehead.
Oh. Guys, stop turning me on.
Man, those bearings are dry.
See, look, we go from trying.
No. I can hear the balls going through the channels. They're so dry. Shut up.
They're screaming because of the lack of
You can
lubrication.
definitely tell it's not humid down in his basement.
His balls are so dry.
Man,
sad and dried.
I'm still saddened by the news of Jerry Stiller.
Yeah. But he was 92, so I mean...
I get it, but still.
Yeah, I mean, 2020, everything that's going on, I'm not going to be surprised if I hear some news. I will not say it because I do not want to be the one to say it and jinx it.
If you say Betty White,
I'm not saying anything.
You say Danny DeVito.
I am not saying a damn thing. If something happens, I didn't say anything. I will not be the reason that it happened because I did not say it. This cannot happen in 2020. We've got enough shit happen this year.
There you go.
We had the Rona.
Oh, Benny's is coming to Rockford area, yeah.
What is
It's one of the biggest liquor store chains. We already have like a liquor store larger than a Benny's here in town. Like we need more.
Rockford's known for a couple of things.
We have a Woodman's. Like that liquor store is the size of an Ace Hardware. Like,
they're opening up they're tearing down a part of Stratford Square for Woodman's.
Yeah.
Sheesh. It's a tiny place, you know.
My elliptical machine is
needs
trying to
lube.
squeak. It's not unlike the spool holder on the side of the Ender 6.
You know, the greasy wheel squeaks the grease.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Here, let me help you, sir. I got you covered. There you go. There it is. Got you.
I got some of that.
Oh. Want me to rub it on you? Then you can rub it onto your
yes.
motorbike.
Can we do that? Can we do that after the stream?
Yeah.
You know. Your special little one-on-one time after the stream.
That's what we do in the green room.
Yeah.
We'll help you in the green room later.
Yeah, and Devin will watch.
What happens
She'll
in the
learn.
green room stays in the green room.
She'll learn a few things.
Not in this green room.
She can tell her boyfriend.
I record everything that happens in the green room.
No, I'll just invite him into the green room.
I want to see you invite the boyfriend over, because if the boyfriend's as innocent as you say he is, I'm calling him out on that 2 girls 1 cup thing. He knows. He knows.
He's watched the whole hour and a half one.
He probably did. He was probably holding the camera during the whole damn thing.
Yeah, he was probably
That's
the
like.
cup.
Did you just say he was probably the cup?
Yeah.
You're a cop.
Yeah,
you're a
Chris
cup.
Travis, isn't the Woodman's gigantic, like the liquor store inside of a Woodman's?
I love every time he types in Kenosha, all I think about is that woman. Like, what movie was there where the woman where she was talking about Kenosha?
I
It's
have no idea.
Kenosha. It's all I keep hearing in my head. Is
Some
like,
of your oranges.
Yeah.
Sure, just pick them off the trees like you stole his stars. Just take everything while you're here. I mean, Chris.
I mean, I
doesn't
am
do that.
actively picking them off the trees now.
Yeah, as she's asking you, she's like, "Hey, do you mind if I take some
They have
oranges?"
not.
Yeah.
They have
Love
not. Can I have these things that I already took off your trees?
No, I didn't actually take them off until I asked.
I like how she says that, but if you go check, I bet you her bag was already full when she asked.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yeah. That's
Didn't
what
I
I'll
tell you
say.
that once before?
Do that when you break into abandoned buildings for photography. Trust me, it is not easier to beg for permission, or not.
Yeah.
It's not easier to beg for
Ask for
forgiveness.
Yeah.
They
When
just
they're
go,
like-
"Here's your $300 ticket."
And you're like, well, damn it, I guess I better sell these photos.
Yeah, I've been busted like 3 times. One of them on a federal location.
Ooh, jeez. If you
and
got away with a slap on
I've
the
always
wrist,
gotten a
that
slap
one-
on the wrist on all of them. And then my
Oh,
buddy was in Wisconsin the other, like early last year, end of last year. He went into an abandoned farmhouse and
Oh,
he got
forget it.
slapped. Wisconsin slapped him with, each one of them had a $250 trespassing fee.
Yep. You're in a
So
different
it's
state.
not really.
That gets you.
You just pay the admission later.
Yeah, the
What it
admission.
amounts to.
Literally nobody lives there. It's decrepit and, yeah, there was no signs. But it was still
There
a private
is-
property.
There is a barn.
I'm
and
surprised
not
she
a-
hasn't shook my money tree. I'm taking the money out of the money tree before she gets over here.
No, you can have the money tree.
Well, I have
Like,
7 million bells. I'm good.
I am not a
In that case,
photographer by
I
any
have
means,
so many bells.
but I'm going to take a picture of this thing the next time we come back
Stock
from the
market.
Quad Cities. And Chris, the photo I'm going to take is going to look like shit because I'm going to be taking it from a car going down the interstate at 70, 75, 80 mile an hour. But there's this barn off of 80 when you're coming from Iowa towards the Princeton area, which
Okay.
is again down this way. When you're on 80 heading from Iowa towards
So towards like Rock Island?
from Rock Island back this
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
I gotta hop off, guys. I'll see you
See you,
later.
Joe Mike.
All right, later. See you. Bye.
Rock Island.
She can't buy more turnips. It's not Sunday.
But
See, I bought everything I had in turnips. I had 4 bells when I was done.
Let me
I'm
check
gonna
my.
try
Oh, I
and
can't check
Google
my turnip
map it.
prices.
I wonder if I can street view it off the interstate. I wonder
How's
if I
there
can
no
find
more
it out
shooting
there.
stars?
And then I could send you the location, and you could tell me if you think with your photographer's eye, if you think it would actually be a cool shot. I know you're more used to shooting the female anatomy and all.
I think you forgot the word porn.
I'm used to shooting porn.
All right, guys. I guess I'll sign off as well.
Do
All
it.
right. Okay, good. Sir. You have
Good night,
fun.
sir.
We'll catch you the next time. And
Yeah.
for once that the invite
I gotta
actually
keep
works
doing
on
my
my phone.
exercise so I don't
So-
get any extra size.
There you go.
Yeah, Brian's just making me jealous, so
Hey,
he's
Did you
able to
click the link?
do elliptical.
Did you click
So-
the link to the Discord?
Yeah, I'm on there.
Oh,
Nice.
I wasn't paying attention. I've been sitting here cleaning
Let
this
me
thing.
hop into
I-
Discord. Welcome.
No, I'm on the Discord.
Tripods Garage.
Yeah, I know
She's
you
not.
are.
Shenanigans.
Okay.
I know you are.
Is there a
You're
Chris
always
Travis
on
in here?
Well, I didn't know.
Chris
You're on the
Travis.
Discord. We love you,
Let's
even though
see.
you don't love us. You trade us in.
Reality. I mean, at least Monkey's trading us in for Wexter, which is a pretty good trade.
Yeah, because I mean, Wexter.
All right, later, Dr. Jekyll, Michael, and
Monkey.
everyone here. I'll catch you the next time.
Was there a monkey house somewhere and it was
Yeah.
marked no trespassing primate property?
Adios, Mr.
See you, bye.
Nacho.
Nachos Belgrande.
And then there were 4.
And one was
It's a story of 4 people on a stream.
Wow, that's all the shooting stars I'm going to get today?
Just that?
It's Devin's fault.
Well, it happens all night, so
But you brought her
you just
over.
have to be there when it's happening.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of how it usually works.
Yeah. I mean, somebody could tell you what happened, but again, no photo, no proof.
mhm.
Pics or it didn't happen.
Yes. I am going to get rid of them and switch to
Then
Oh, goodness gracious.
find it.
no,
Shit.
they had
And by
Illinois
shit,
plates.
I mean shit. How's the heart
Got another.
signs?
Chris Travis,
Oh,
are
let's see.
you
Are you looking to join?
Travman13?
Yeah. That's him.
Yeah, heart rate's about
Shenanigans.
109.
That's it.
He started that when he was 13, so
Oh,
I don't know.
oh, he was born in 1913.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's over 100 years old. You know,
Devin just pushed me.
Oh, I thought I were going to do a tree.
Devin.
Yeah.
Yes.
He invited you to his island. He opened his gates. Stop being so mean to him.
Now he's chasing me.
This is not how
No,
this
I'm
works.
looking up at the sky.
He doesn't know where you're at. He can't see you. You blinded him. He tripped and fell and hit his head. Now he's just walking around aimlessly trying to get his vision back.
Normal.
Ow, son of a biscuit. Damn
Biscuits are
Did you
delicious.
stab yourself?
Yeah, kind of, but not bad. It hit the skin, but it didn't break it.
Oh, we'll try again harder.
I will next time. Next time I will try again harder.
Stop being a failure.
Stop failing at failing.
Oh man. Oh shoot! I forgot to start the next print.
Don't forget, start the next sprint.
You should start with that print.
I'm going to
Working
say
on it.
this right now, and I'm pretty sure nobody will disagree with me, but I think that Mr. Vines' voice needs to be the voice of like Google Home or like one of the other services. They need to get a Mr. like a Brian Vines, like
It's
a
the Google Maps
GPS or
voice.
something. You know what I
Hey
mean?
Guillermo, give me tell me dad jokes.
Yeah. And then Brian comes on and he tells a dad joke real quick.
Yeah.
Like again, what did the fisherman say to the magician?
Pick a card, any card.
See, he knows.
Oh, boy.
He tells it better than I do. Damn it, he even tells the joke better than me.
Select a fish, any fish.
Oh, got one.
You did?
That
What?
one,
Yeah,
Where you at?
that one.
by the ramp.
Which ramp? Right or
Carpe
left?
carpum. Grab the fish.
Middle.
Oh,
Secret Island ramp.
Carpe d's nuts. Ah ha ha. Get it.
No, I said carpe carpum. Seize the fish.
Yes, seize the fish.
yeah. When I was at my friend's, it was just like constantly going off. I was like, "Geez, Louise!"
And it was Devin.
This is for
Ow! She's
Inhei
smacking me
told
with
me.
her.
He told me to.
Oh, okay. Who did?
Inhei XA.
Oh, okay.
Look at the chat.
Yeah, she just wants to make sure you know that she's doing it because she was told to do it. So again, if
Okay.
someone told her to jump off a bridge, we know why.
Because Inhei Xhei told us to.
Yeah. So, jump off a bridge. Beat him.
Beat him with the stick.
Well, I can always just beat him with an
someone
axe.
Someone just joined in. Oh. Hello, other Chris in the basement.
Other Chris in the basement.
The other Chris in the basement. Welcome to the Onion Lounge.
Made it.
Yeah, you did. Just in time.
Yep.
Congratulations.
On that note, good night, everyone.
God, thankfully. Waiting for that for the last 6 hours.
Oh man, that's all it took. I'd have been here earlier.
I told you, man. One of these days, I'm going to change my name to just PETA and see how many people get it. And PETA like the bread, not PETA like the people who like to eat tasty animals.
Hit him again. Gosh, Inhei Xhei is a brutal person.
Yeah. Very hateful.
Hey, how's it going, Billy?
Inhei XA, what color is your Godzilla statue?
Is that a euphemism?
All I
and
keep
long.
hearing is what color is your Godzilla? It's like, is this
I'm
like
trying to get all the colors.
is this a
Kind of a flesh color with a purple topper.
I want Brian Vine's Island.
I don't even know what you guys are playing.
Animal
playing
Crossing.
everyone's favorite addiction during the quarantine?
Dude, they sold 11 million copies in like the first week. It's
Yeah, it's
insane.
amazing that this
Oh.
game is.
They
Yeah,
said earlier that they met the amount of revenue they thought they would get in the game's entire lifespan in 1 month.
Yeah.
So are they going to shut it down now?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
Now they're just like making new content. They're like, oh, well, now we got all this money. Let's make new content.
Shit, everybody work from
An
home.
interview with Polygon said they have development plans for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
We
Unlike
got
other
funding for at
companies,
least 3 years.
Nintendo continues making stuff for games for a while.
Hey, you know what?
And they don't ship shit games.
Bye, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, they do. There's some pretty shit games that come out of Nintendo, but
I meant
they
like
work.
I meant games as in it doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a 16 gig update day of.
Just so you can play Call of Duty. And by the way, the servers are down because there's too many of you on.
Wait a few.
And there's no
time.
single
Why
player
is
mode.
it? Why is
I
it
think
you can,
Xbox
buy a
Live has
game?
crashed like 8 times since quarantine started.
Yeah.
Buy a game on a DVD and it's like 8 gigs, and the first couple of times you play it, you have to download 2 separate 4 gig updates.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you bother putting it on physical media to begin with?
It's because they put it on the disc before the game is done. Because
And they
production
figure-
takes time.
Yeah, you'll get a patch when the time comes.
Yeah,
There's
so
like a 37K file that just downloads all the rest of the stuff.
Well, like the full OS downloads for the Switch are like 3 seconds to install. It's crazy how easy they made it to do that stuff.
Meanwhile, a Mac OS point release is half the size of the damn OS.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's because the OS is so tiny.
It's like an 8 gig download, and then I did an update on one today. It was like 3.9 gigs. It's like, yeah.
I need to
change-
do that. All my turnips are just sitting in my streaming room in my house.
Yeah,
Sitting
I have
in
them
the
all
streaming
outside.
room in your house.
Well, I've already sold all mine. I made 1.7 million bells.
Son of a biscuit.
Bought only
I keep saying
300,000
son of a
bells.
biscuit, and it makes that song is stuck
Oh,
in
the
my
Art
head
of the
now.
Creator
I can't
flower
remember the
thing.
damn
Oh,
song.
Chris is muted right now.
Yeah, he's talking to himself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about
That
the
wasn't
button.
printed on the Prusa. That's too clean.
It is. That was on a Prusa.
Oh,
No, the
put it
light is
back.
shining right at the layers.
Oh, that's right. It's got
Yep.
the super secret silent lighting.
Yep. Again, flashlight in the perfect spot.
Yeah. That's I put it on my penis. That way it looks like it doesn't have lines all over it.
It doesn't look all wrinkly.
All the scars and wrinkles go away.
It looks like a.
They're too distracted by the other thing.
The penis itself. and
Yeah.
How ugly it is. Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody hates the penis. It's all about the balls, right?
Yeah.
It's always about the balls. You know, like a nice Crown Royal bag.
It's purple and covered with gold foil.
Gold and velvety.
Gosh, I wish it was velvet, not just like coarse man hair.
Yeah.
Well, you have to shave
Devin's
it.
like TMI.
Hey Devin, are you getting ready to get off the stream and go Zoom with your pastor again?
No.
Coming up next on Snapchat.
They made me watch.
And isn't what your
a video
parents
about
doing
girls
illegal
and
in your
cups.
religion?
Yeah.
Damn you, religion.
What is religion? Organized crime.
Organized crime.
Yes, driving me up the wall is 100% illegal in the Catholic faith.
I'm just saying, if you think about it, look at the mafia and what they do. Look at the church and what they do, and you tell me there's not a little bit of a parallel line there. You got your Godfather. You got your God. You got your disciples.
This heart.
Yeah, Tony Two Teeth and Knuckles Johnson.
Exactly.
Your heart pond has a lot of fish.
That, by the way, that's Peter and Paul.
Yes, Peter and Paul.
Just,
yeah. You got
can
the
rob
minions.
Knuckles to
and
pay
Mary is
2 teeth.
literally Mary. It's
Yeah.
Mary Magdalena. She
Yeah.
comes from Sicily.
It's Big Tony's daughter, you know.
Big Tony.
It's Big Tony's daughter. You know, he's like 2 foot tall. He's like 400 pounds. They call him Big Tony.
Is he a chode?
Okay, fine. So he's like 5 foot tall and he's like 350 pounds. My
I
bad.
was gonna
I'm
say
off.
2 foot tall and 400 pounds. He's a pancake with 2 legs. Someone feed me the sapamoni.
Tony the torso.
Yeah, it's Tony the torso.
Oh, I miss Dick Tracy stuff because the characters are so cool in that.
Oh yeah. Oh, Warren Beatty and
It's
Madonna.
flat top.
There you go. I know, Devin. That's again before your time. They came out with a movie for Dick Tracy. They had Warren Beatty. I know he's somebody you don't know who he is, but you know he was an actor back in the day.
Who?
And
Warren
then
Buffett?
Madonna. And I know you know Madonna is like the washed up lady who's like French kissing Britney Spears. Yeah. But before
It
that,
doesn't
she
French kiss Britney Spears. It's literally like, there's like a line.
or Madonna for that matter. I mean, anybody ever see Madonna's Truth or Dare tour video?
Madonna's all, can you get grandma
No,
a kiss?
the good news is I'd rather hang out with Madonna than Courtney Love. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it seems a little less dirty, doesn't it?
Well, I feel that there'll be less gunshots in my face if I date Madonna.
Whoa.
I miss you, Kurt Cobain. Nirvana was
I'm
awesome.
done. Yay.
Your house is amazing.
Yeah, I have a shower room. Do you like it?
I'm just in the front room.
Go to the left and go to my shower room with my camera and tripod.
What is this back room supposed to be? Just like a man
You
cave?
don't need to know
Yeah.
about the red room of pain, all right?
Yeah, it's where I hide my bodies.
I can see that.
Bye, Brian Vines.
I'll be back in a minute on like a real computer.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
we'll
bye.
be here.
Bye.
Oddly
Go to the room
enough,
on the left.
I would have
Go look
probably
at my
gone to
shower
bed.
room.
I would have probably
I'm
gone to bed
entering
like
the
an
shower
hour
room.
ago.
I
Well,
see you've got a nice urinal and
well,
4
dudes-
shower heads.
Hey,
Oh,
dudes do
6
what dudes do.
oh, 6 shower heads.
Yep.
Ooh, and some nice mood lighting so
Yep.
that you can stream from the bathtub.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there is a camera and 2 studio lights in my shower room. Show them the shower room.
Okay, I have to go back in. Okay. Wait, hold on.
You got to get the screen up there, silly girl.
All right, so
There's the
see, he's
camera.
got
Studio
6
light.
he's got this.
It's just like a wall
See?
of shower heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you look on this side, there's even more shower heads.
And
I'm
And
working
then-
on getting more.
Yeah.
Don't forget
And you
the
got-
studio lights and the camera so that you can stream from the bath.
Hey, you never know when you might want to pull a JM. Yeah. JM.
Chris.
So much fun building that room. What's up, Chris?
Are those NeoPixels in there?
Yeah.
So, do you have an upstairs and downstairs yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Hey,
didn't,
whoa,
I didn't see the
whoa,
staircase.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Good night, Bob.
It's still kind of early for you to be talking about the upstairs and downstairs. Whoa. Whoa.
Love the study.
Mm-hmm.
Your house just looks so much more sophisticated than mine. I have 5 teddy bears in my bedroom.
Well, that's
I have
because
3 dead bodies in my study.
that has something to do with the fact that he's not a 12-year-old little girl who teaches kids in school.
No.
I
I'm a
would-
smart shopper.
I very
Yeah.
much love your house.
It's
Now,
getting there. The
Devin,
basement's going to be where I put my wrestling ring.
you're gonna go visit. You're gonna go visit Devon's Island one day when she opens her gates for you.
I've been
He's-
there.
He's been to my island.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
already stolen all her fruit.
Ah, so you got her cherry, did you?
She does have cherries on her island.
I have exactly 2 cherry trees on my island.
What's funny is my lady's island, her main fruit is cherries.
It's like convenient that they subconsciously plant cherries. So
Well,
they
there's
can
5 different fruits. You've got cherries, oranges, apples, peaches, and coconuts. So
how many coconuts do you have on your island, sir?
I have a lot. I have a lot of every
See?
fruit.
See?
Pears are the one I have the least of because I only made 1 row of pear trees.
Yes.
But I've been redoing my whole island, so
How do I
I've
get
moved
out of
everything to
here?
be up on top and a giant waterfall that cascades to the back of my house where I can fish. I got 2 little
Hey,
like
Frank
round
Lloyd
chairs.
Wright. Like the Frank Lloyd Wright house with the waterfall coming through the house there, kind of like he had the stream that ran through the basement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
And I
fish
know-
inside during the winter.
Yeah, Devin, I know you don't know who Frank Lloyd Wright is because that was before your time too.
I don't think he did anything in Texas. I think a lot of
No.
that was mostly the Midwest and the
And Illinois
Coast.
and the Wisconsin and was there
there
anything
is
actually
one
did-
Frank Lloyd Wright house in Rockford and it's amazing.
Yeah.
In Hay, I did not. I am not into all the flowers.
I have almost all the hybrids. I've got the blue and the blacks and the oranges. I can't believe that's all the stars.
Here's an
The
interesting
only
one for
flowers
you.
I have are the ones that came on the island, and I bought some from Leaf the other day.
Oh, Leaf has the coolest stuff. I bought my white roses from him, and then I got black roses from the white roses. If that makes any sense.
I just bought tea tree plants because he was
Those are
on my
cool.
island, or he was on Hobie's island the other day.
Does
know if I
anybody
have
know
those.
what the term embatement means?
Yes.
No.
Well, I will be out of my office and relocated to a different area of the school for a period of 1 week while they do the embatement in that section of the school that I'm in.
That's fun.
Yeah. And again, Devin, schools that were built back in the before the 60s, well, before the 70s, I guess you would say, they have this lovely stuff that they put in for an insulator that they later in life found it caused cancer, and like small amounts of it would cause massive amounts of cancer. So they quit putting it in schools, and that was because they started getting lots of lawsuits. And they stopped using it altogether because of the lawsuits. It's this lovely stuff called asbestos.
Yeah, they had to do that when I was in high school.
Yeah, so they do this thing called abatement, which is where they go in and remove the asbestos. And when they remove the asbestos, they have to have proper ventilation, and they have to seal, like completely seal that area from the rest of the area.
It's really hard to do some places because sometimes all the ventilation is hooked up to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they shut the
zones
school
were the
down
thing
for a
back in the
week.
day.
Yeah.
When they did it at my high school.
Yeah, they're doing it this summer, and they're doing all of it throughout the school. And the school was built in the 40s, 50s, and 60s were the 3 editions. So you can take a guess as to how much is in that school, and they're doing it all this summer.
Yeah,
what's
what our
your
town
native
does-
fruit?
Peaches. What my town does is in the middle of the night, people come in with trucks and a big hopper dumper, and they'll go in there and pull it out wearing only
Couple of
N95 mask.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
I've seen
man.
so many buildings that they do that, and there were a bunch of there's one specific company that does this a lot when because they make a lot of money buying buildings in the historical districts.
Yeah.
And of course they have to clean them up and get them to code, which means pulling all the asbestos out. And their normal slogan is work hard, play hard, live easy. And someone changed it to work hard, live hard, or die fast, because they didn't hire union workers, because the only ones who actually pull that shit out are typically union teams.
Yeah,
because of how bad it is, and they come in like in full hazmat and the proper equipment, and it takes like a certain amount of time to pull out. And all of a sudden, these buildings are working on. No one was ever hired to pull out asbestos, and the city has always taken a blind eye to it. And I'm just like, what if they didn't take it out right? What if those workers get sick?
Yep.
And I've seen it because I owned a space down there across the street from it. I'm like, why is that giant dumpster coming here? Like one of those 40-yard or whatever size, the big dumpster. It's
Yeah.
getting pulled up at like 10 o'clock at night. Like
Because
that's
they
not
were-
normal.
Nope, they're
And
going
then
to
all
fill
of
it
a
with a bunch
sudden,
of black garbage bags and leave.
Yes, that's literally what it was. It was a bunch of guys just wearing N95 masks, not even real respirators, just a
Nope.
little
Just a little
dust mask,
Nice.
and then coming in with bags and pulling stuff out, and then all of a sudden, yeah, asbestos is gone. Like what?
Like, yeah, sure it is.
No. Yeah, you have to have a special certification to remove asbestos.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I always complained about when I see the guy that runs that company. I was like, hey, how'd that go?
Yeah.
I love dicking with him. He was my landlord for a little bit. He is an asshole.
It's like, hey, asshole, how you doing?
Oh yeah. Well, he drives. He drives. He has a Porsche. He's got a Range Rover. He's got a
Because
super lifted mega truck that
Yeah,
never
'cause
gets used for actual hauling anything. It's just a super lifted mega truck to have.
Yeah, because he's got a small dick. Got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's shorter than I am and has an attitude and a half. He's definitely got the Napoleon complex.
Yeah, Napoleon. Yeah, I would say.
But
Are they still doing that in your town?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anytime he buys one of those buildings, they never get a proper removal.
You should call in OSHA.
Oh, I have. The city
Yeah?
doesn't care.
Really?
They'll just deny it or be like, oh no, there was never asbestos in this building, and they're like,
The
thing's 200 years old. Like, are you
Right.
kidding me?
the trick is he pays them enough to look away.
Oh yeah.
There he
Bright
is.
lines.
Yeah.
There's
To
Mr.
put it
Brian.
in normal, he was driving over 100 miles an hour on a 30 mile and got pulled over, and we were all sitting there laughing like, oh man, he's going to jail because once you're driving a certain speed over, you're supposed to
It's
have reckless driving.
felony reckless driving.
Yeah.
It goes from
he
misdemeanor to
he got
felony.
to go away. He just got to drive off in his little 911, whatever bullshit car he has. So one day he pissed me off, and I saw his car parked at this restaurant, and he double parked. He took 2 lanes with his fancy car, and it's a spot that there isn't enough parking spots for the number of people that go in there. So I posted on my Facebook and tagged him like, not only can this guy not drive, but he can't park, and he also can't run a legit business without like being a criminal. Oh, he got livid. He called me up. He's like, "Do you know who I am?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're nobody." And he's like, "What? Oh my!" And he's like, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get someone to kick your ass." And I was like, "Dude, I'm recording."
Because you can't
this,
do
by
it
the way."
yourself.
And he's just like, "Oh, I don't care if you're recording this." I'm like, "Good, perfect. Now I can keep the audio."
Yeah, thanks
And
for
he's just
saying
going
that.
off on what he's gonna do to me. I'm just like, I don't speak. Your vagina speaks, sir. Like, can you clear that up in like some? I mean, dude, I was pissing him off. Like, I think he was screaming like a girl at me on the phone. Like he got high pitched, like on me, and I'm just like,
Yeah, buddy.
I don't care. Like nobody, you're not gonna do anything. Like.
You're all bark and
I
no
have so
bite.
much evidence of all the shady stuff you've done because I used to rent from him. Like, I was like, literally, like, do you know how much evidence I have on you? And he's like, I don't care, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And then I hung up on him and he called me like, how dare you hang up on me? And I hung up on him again.
It's like, oh, you mean like this?
Yeah. I'm just
How
like,
dare you hang up on me? Hold on a second. Let me see if I get this right. If I do this,
yeah. So, I mean, I don't like those people don't scare me. It just like anytime someone that's 5 foot tall goes, you know who I am? And I'm like, dude, you're a shady business owner. What do you want me to say? Like, oh, you're so mega powerful. Like,
oh, you're so
oh,
scary.
you so scary, old man. Yeah, he's just a douche canoe.
Yeah, my brother found out the hard way though that you don't want to do that after you slept with the guy's wife.
Well, yeah.
I might have told you guys this story.
I don't know.
Well, at least all they did was sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's all they were doing. Was sleeping. Yeah.
They were just cuddling and sleeping,
Yeah,
Snuggle buddies.
the husband was Golden Glove boxer,
Oh,
and my brother is
This guy
It's
is
a punching bag.
my brother was is still a kind of a cocky, arrogant ass, and I'm sleeping with
Chris
this
is a
guy's wife.
cocky.
I
A
am.
war cocky.
He's a war cocky. But no, he's sleeping with this guy's wife, and the guy didn't find out about it until a while later. My brother at that point had broken it off with her because, well, he got what he needed, so he was moving on.
Yeah.
Well, he was at a bar downtown one day, and he's in there just drinking away with his buddies. This guy taps him on the shoulder, and I don't remember what the guy's name was, but he's like, taps my brother on the shoulder. My brother ignores him. He taps him again. My brother turns around. He goes, "What?" The guy's like, "You know who I am?" My brother goes, "No," and I don't give a fuck. And he turns back around.
Oh boy.
The guy taps him on the shoulder again. He says, "Do you know who I am?" My brother's like, "No, who?" And he says what his name is. My brother goes, "And?" He turns back around, grabs his beer, takes a drink. Guy taps him on the shoulder again. My brother turns around, right between the eyes, and he had his Golden Glove boxing ring on, right between the eyes. Split it open on both sides. Then he continued to hit him about 3 or 4 more times, broke his nose. His nose went like this and then like this. Both eyes, just huge,
man.
black and blue. Both of them were blood. There was no white. It was all blood.
Yeah.
And it's like,
popped a vessel.
yeah. Oh, and both eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
So
was
then
like,
his brother turns back around, takes another sip of his beer.
oh no. At that point, they pulled him outside and walked him to the hospital that was a block and a half away, and called my mother at about 1 o'clock in the morning to come pick him up from the hospital to bring him home. And so I go over there the next day. My mom gets a hold of me in the morning. She goes, "Hey, just to let you know, your brother got his ass kicked in the bar last night." I was like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, apparently that girl that he had been messing around with, her husband found him." I was like, "So he got what he deserves?" She goes, "Yeah, but I won't tell him that."
See, there's a difference in saying I don't care who you are if you know the person, and they're right next to you. Like,
yeah,
if you're right next to them and they look like a big strong person,
yeah,
you change your
Give them
attitude.
that benefit of the doubt.
There's a good
You know,
chance.
Let
Like,
me see. Do I want to fight this guy? Because I used to bounce too at the bars I worked at, and every time they actually kicked me off of bouncing because every time I bounced, like it was like 6 times. Each time I was on the team, there was a huge fight, like bigger than normal. So I was one night I was bouncing, and again I'm short, like I'm 5'8", and everyone that's bouncing is at least 6 foot or 6 foot taller because it's typically advantageous to be tall because you can see over the crowd.
yes.
But I was in shape, and they're like, "Oh, you can bounce, right?" Chris was like, "I won't. I don't go down on the first punch usually." Like,
yeah.
like, well, we don't need you to hit anybody. I'm like, well, eventually you're gonna have me to like grab somebody. Like, I can grab people.
It's part of the job.
So it was literally like the first day I've ever bounced. I'm sitting there, we're checking IDs, and all of a sudden we get called. Like, there's a big fight in the center of the bar. And again, this is a sports bar. Like, there's TVs and like. Normally it's people in their 30s and 40s just drinking beer and watching sports on the, and I was like, why would you fight? Like, you have nothing to complain about. Like, but there was this fight that broke out.
Losing,
Your team sucks.
Yeah, and I couldn't see anything. Like, I don't know what's going on. I just know I'm following 2 tall bouncers from the door because we locked the door so no one can get in while the fight's happening. We head to the fight, and they're like, "You hold the line." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm holding the line so no one else joins the fight while these 2 guys. So apparently these 2 guys are fighting, and they're on the ground. So each one of the other bouncers grabs each guy on the ground with them to try to pull them apart, and then like put them in a hold so they just like calm the fuck down for a minute. I'm holding the line, and this big like 6 foot tall guy is just like, he wants to get on the fight, and I'm like, no. I was stocky, but I'm short, and I'm just like, no. And then all of a sudden, Grandma comes over holding a broken beer stein, trying to come in and wail on one of the bouncers. So I had to tackle her. So I fucking Goldberg speared like 60-year-old grandma with a beer stein, broken, like one of the big 40-ounce mugs that was shattered and fell over. She was trying to hit somebody with it, and I had to tackle her because she was out of my range to just grab her. She already had her arm up and everything. I was just like, I guess I'm taking out Grandma. And they're like, "Chris, did you really tackle like a 60-year-old woman?" I'm like, well, she had a broken beer stein in her hand and she was going to hit one of the other bouncers. They go, "But did you have to tackle her?" I was like, instinct, man. Like, if it was a 60-year-old woman or a 20-year-old jock, I'm low to the ground. My instinct is just is hit below the center of gravity and push them away.
You're like, I am a cobra. I am only trained to do one thing: strike.
Yeah. So I mean, I could have hit her, like, but my instinct as a short guy is always hit him below like the center of gravity, and just push him away, like, make me inconvenience them, like, because I'm just trying to keep them away from the rest of the fight. And if she tries to swing while I'm low, I might just get hit like in like my butt or something. You know, better than me get hit in the face, like trying to
Like
grab her
Dr.
arm and miss.
Like
Again,
Dr. Jekyll says, equal opportunity bouncing.
yeah,
What's going on in the top corner of the StreamYard thing? It's like cat intensifies.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a couple of cat lovers in the stream nowadays.
I've got a
Apparently,
bunch of different brands now. So that's the llama, and then we got Sexy Time and
Bare butt.
John Mack.
Yeah, John Mack with his bare ass.
2 girls, 1 cup. Dan.
Yeah.
Handsome Squidward.
Handsome Squidward.
Yes.
I thought that was Viking.
Yeah, it's
It might be
Viking.
Viking.
But yeah, and that's how every single one of my bounces end up being. I ended up having to like, they're always like, "Did you have to?" And I was like, "I can't."
You can't ask me that. If you ask me that, that means you question my ability to bounce. And if you hired me to bounce, you shouldn't be questioning my ability to bounce.
I mean, because you're technically as a bouncer, you're not supposed to hit anybody, and that's why I went for like the shoulder tackle. Like, and I didn't mean to actually tackle her. I just put my shoulder in her to push her back and be below the swinging beer stein arm. Like,
And
it just happens that
to be that, yeah.
I'm stronger and she's weaker, like, and she's old, so she fell over. It just looked like I Goldberg speared a lady out of her flip flops, you know.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, and she was fine. I mean, you know.
But did you help her up afterwards?
No, I'm not that nice. Like, if you're coming in swinging with the beer stein,
he got up
on your own.
Planted a knee in her chest and stay down.
Yeah,
he's like,
this is Sparta.
No, when you're talking about that story, I get that scene from Waterboy when he tackles Colonel Sanders in the classroom.
Yeah, that's literally how it was. Don't make fun of my mama.
So this thing right here, it's a very, so my fingers swell a lot, and so apparently when we got sized for these, my fingers were swollen, so it freely turns on my finger pretty easily, and so a lot of
it has an R on it for ring.
Yeah, that way she doesn't forget what it is.
It's reminding her. She works on her right hand, so she knows which one's her right hand.
No, no, it was like this, and I clapped my assistant coach on the shoulder because he made a really nice joke, and I forgot I was wearing the ring, and he had this huge bruise on his shoulder for like a month.
I wish there was video back then. That was like,
isn't that R Ron?
that was literally like 2005. Like, people weren't carrying their cell phones around to. Like,
no, it's an R with a cross because it's my school's logo.
Oh, it's not for Ron.
No, it's not. It is not Ron.
It's an R on top of an N.
That's basically the same rules every bar has. Is like, don't choke them, and don't hit unless they hit first. And typically, they don't even want you to hit. They want you to take the fight outside and throw them on the curb. They can continue to fight all they want out there. It just stop the fighting in the bar, move them outside as quickly as possible, and then let them and they call the police. Like, and
get them
they
the
want to
hell
continue
off the
fighting out
property
there,
and
as
let
long
them
as it's
fight.
not like, as long as it's not dangerous, as long as no one's got a weapon, they can continue hitting each other. Like, it's none of our business.
But what if one of them's Chuck Norris? These are weapons.
Trust me, there wasn't a single episode of fight porn at this bar. Trust me.
Hey, did
two drunk dudes? Literally, there's always two drunk dudes or drunk girls. Like they were actually the worst on that because they would just crush, like, hair pull, throw to the ground, ripping clothes off. I'm like, we can't have this in the bar, please. Like, and then you can't take them outside because it gets worse. Like, for some reason, like, the ability to grab a weapon becomes much more important when you're outside for them. Whenever you had a female fight, I don't know what it was. Like, the guys would just try to box each other, or one would just be like, "Fuck it, I'm driving home because I know the cops are coming." Like,
yep,
they don't want that because we'll gladly tell them what happened.
Damn it.
Yeah, fight porn on Reddit is actually a pretty good site. They actually had a really good one on today on fight porn. It was actually an actual fight porn, like two dudes who could fight were bare knuckle boxing out in the middle of a street, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, that bouncing sucked. But the funnest part, I was a bar back, so I'm always the guy loading beer, and I bartended a couple times, well, not a couple times, more than a couple times, but I would bar back, so I'd stock beer and pass out beers and do all the stuff that the bartenders couldn't do because we were one of those bars where again, super hot bartenders bring in the dudes, and dudes spend money.
Oh yeah.
There was 2 times that was probably the best times I ever had in my life at a bar.
Other Chris read the chat.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh man, no glass,
Hey, you
no
want to see something
chairs, no
funny?
tables.
Let me show you something
Wow.
funny. Hold on. I'm gonna show my daughter. I'm gonna show my daughter the elephant.
So it was my gosh, I think it was my third week working at this bar,
and she's gone.
and I when I first started working, I was basically a
That
prep
was
cook,
a human elephant.
and
Isn't it weird where you can put a trunk?
it was Friday night, and
Too
I went
much
to
junk in
the
his trunk.
men's bathroom to clean the bathroom before the end of my shift.
You still love me.
And I heard strange noises coming from the one men's bathroom stall. Mind you, since it was the one stall, it was the handicap stall, and it was very large. But they were very strange noises.
It was
the door was
roomy.
open, and I was like, so this guy had this girl up on the handicap rail, and he was just railing her on this rail. And it's my third week there.
It was a rail.
Yeah,
It was a rail
I had
for
never
railing.
worked in a bar before, so I'm like, is this normal? So I went to the kitchen and I
The
went to
answer
my
is
boss
yes.
and I was like, Jan, there's 2 people having sex in the men's stall, and he's like, okay, come with me. So I was like,
Get a
I
bucket
don't
of
know
cold
why I
water.
need to come along, but sure.
No,
So-
it ain't a bucket of cold water. I'm sure it had more something to do with the birthday camera that they put behind the bar.
So they grabbed me and they grabbed the main bouncer, the head bouncer at the time, and we go over there, and we just kind of stood outside the door of it. And I was like, this is weird. Why am I here? And then when it
Take a number, wait
seemed
your
like it
turn.
was going to get better, they then stormed into the room like, all right, you 2 got to go. So basically waited until it sounded like they were getting close. And then they were like, hey, you got to get out of here.
You can't come. You have to go.
And we escorted them out the back side door because the bathrooms were by the back door. So we escorted them out the back door. And they're like, well, our friends
Later
are
in the
inside. And I
alley.
go, we don't care. Like, you got to get out.
Go out in the alley.
And because they
finish.
were outside, they couldn't talk to their friends inside. And the friends were their ride. So they just sat there on the curb waiting for their friends for we don't know how long. And like I'm the guy who cleans the stuff. Like I'm emptying the garbage. So I'm like walking by with my cart with the garbage, like, hey, I'm one of the people that was in that bathroom that got you in trouble. Why
I was the guy
part of
who
that?
tattled.
Yeah.
I'm the tattletale.
I was the tattletale. And then the best one ever. So again, I was the person in charge of cleaning stuff. And when I'm the bar back, I do the same thing. Like when you're bar backing, if someone needs help in like one of the restrooms, like dumping the like it's full, like can you take the garbage out? Like that's one of their duties. So like, hey, there's something going on in the woman's bathroom. And I was like, do you need the
Find a
bouncer?
woman.
And they're like, well, I don't know. I'm like, okay. So I knock, that no one answered. So I opened it, and there was a girl laid out on the main like bathroom, and another girl eating her out right there on like the sink table. And I'm just like,
unsanitary.
putting your
you'd be
mouth in a hole that
amazed.
your pee comes out of is also unsanitary. So I don't know where you're coming from, but
Hey, Miss Devon, again.
This is true, but if you're gonna put your mouth in a hole where that comes from, don't do it in a public bathroom.
Miss Devon, again, though, you got to remember your God is the one who created us in his likeness, and he's the one who put a landfill next to a playground.
yeah, so I was like, I don't know
playground
why I
between the
was asked
sewers.
to be a part of this, so I got the bouncers, and the bouncers came over, and we literally all sat there and watched, and when they finished, like, okay, you 2 gotta go. I was like,
Oh, sure, they get to finish.
Hey, thanks for the show. Gotta go. Oh, don't go in at an angle. Go in straight. Damn it.
yeah, more women than men. We didn't do that here. Unfortunately, it's not that. I mean, it's a popular bar, but I mean, again, after working in the bars, I can tell you, honest to God, thank goodness they stopped smoking in bars. Because the smell that you have when you leave after working in a bar where smoking is legal to a bar that doesn't have smoking that's legal is night and day. Like I would have to take like 2 showers afterwards to get that like 5 hours of smoke off of me.
I was a
5 hour
house
smoker G.
I was a house DJ for a while at a bar, and I'll be honest with you, I don't miss it. I take it back. They had kamikaze shots. They would do pictures of kamikazes, and
like
for
legit
some reason,
kamikazes that were sake dropped into Japanese beer, or a different
no.
kamikaze shot.
Just like
It's
that.
it's the end of my drink. I get a snack.
Yes, but no, these weren't the good kamikaze shots. These were just the typical, like slap together bar kamikaze shots. And what they used to do is they'd like mix up a pitcher, and people would be running around with these little pitchers of kamikazes. And for some reason, anytime they wanted their song played, they felt the best way to get their song played was to tip my head back and just start pouring. So they would go buy a pitcher, and then I would end up consuming the entire pitcher just because they wanted to get their song played. And I thought to myself, I'm like, the pitcher of kamikazes cost you like $5-10 back then, The song, really, if you just wait 15 minutes, I'll play the son of a bitch. But I was like, all right, well, thanks for the kamikazes. Couple of guys for some
matter,
reason.
Devin?
Devin's
You were
learning how
face-palming.
she doesn't want to work at a bar anymore.
Yeah,
that was her
Never
dream
had the inclination to. Trying to
You
figure out why
wanna
my
work at a-
Wi-Fi is
It's
being
really
stupid.
good for experiences, but it's really bad for your health.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have become like I can legitimately say I was an alcoholic, and it was 100% because I worked in a bar, and the bar lifestyle is when you're off your shift, you drink. When you're done with
Aging Mr.
when the
Alcoholic,
bar is
Mr.
closed,
Alcoholic, you have a
you
call
go
on
to
the
the
white
after
courtesy
parties.
phone.
You get home by like 4 a.m. and you do not know how you drove home. And that was
crooked
most
as
people.
shit.
And I can guarantee you it still happens today. Like I don't go to owning a bar is also crazy. You can make a shit ton of money, but you can also lose your ass.
Yes.
I learned the bar industry. It's because I was supposed to manage a bar eventually. Like that was what they wanted me to do, and it was like, okay, like it sounded cool when you're like 25 and you're into the bar scene and you drink heavily, and they all drink heavily, and it's just. But the experiences were awesome. Like the people you met were really cool. Mind you, I don't hang out with any of them anymore because they're all still alcoholics. But like I can't go down that cycle again. Like, yeah, well, our bars out here closed at 2 a.m., 12 p.m. on Sundays. Now it's 2 a.m. So Chicagoland's like the ones that are open to like 6 because they have to close for like 2 hours before they open. We
Just
can't
to
serve
sanitize.
alcohol until 10 a.m. the next day. So you have to close by 2. Everyone has to be out of the establishment by 2 a.m. in this county. Like you can't serve your last beverage at 2 a.m. You have to time your last beverages so that they are done, so you're not fighting people to give them their drink. Well, I just bought this.
Well, you should have thought ahead.
You should have thought, and not to have that argument. You just stop serving at around 1:30 and hope that when their drink is empty, like shit, let's go to the after parties.
Bar time. The bar time is always about 15 minutes faster than the actual time.
Yeah.
And down here on Saturdays and Sundays, you're allowed to stay up until 5 or till 3. Sorry.
Yeah, that's about right, Dr. Jekyll. 1:45 is last call ish.
Yeah.
We tried 1:30 on Saturdays and Sundays because Friday, Saturdays would be like 1:30 because we were packed. Like we were a 350 capacity bar. Like that looks nice.
That is a 3D printed.
BMG.
Now I just need to get all the innards for it and fill it.
I mean, imagine a 300 person capacity bar. Like it's just last call has to be like 1:30 because 300 people are walking up to you asking for drinks when you call last call. So it's. I mean, as a bar back, I would make like $200 to $300 in tips from the bartenders because they would tip me out. That's how I got paid.
Son of a bitch.
because they were making like $600 to $800 each in tips every Friday and every Saturday. Plus making
Every weekend
like,
they would earn a Prusa and a half.
in tips. You know,
just in tits alone.
yeah.
Just
And
the
mind
tip.
you, that's like from 8 to 2 a.m. So, 6-hour shift in tips.
I really need to be.
You should have seen the bars when we pulled into Busan, Korea. The one ship I was on had 6,000 people on board.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
6,000 people show up into a town of only like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Well, you get it. Yeah.
So they would modify their bars to be 24/7. It just didn't.
They don't want to pass up all that money. Are you kidding?
No.
Shit, no.
Here comes a Navy ship. It's long and hard and full of seamen.
Right.
I can guarantee you that every corner in this town has a church, a bank, a McDonald's, a Walgreens, and a bar. Did I say that? A church, a McDonald's,
a bar,
bank,
and a bar.
Hey, all I
a
know
Walgreens
is
and a bar. Yeah, that's every corner. There's 5 corners in the city.
the town of LaSalle had the most bars per capita in Illinois.
Well, it's a very small town.
That was also back in the good old days too. And just like good old Rockford, there was also a couple of bars that have rumors of Capone and his boys hanging out there, and the whole area.
Buildings.
Yeah, you've got
the high roller rooms at the hotels. Oh shit! I think I just kicked you off my island because my
you did
First Street and like
so all that stuff we did goes away.
Yeah, First Street in LaSalle is right on the I&M Canal and the Illinois River. So
I forgot you're on my island.
A lot of things. We always hear stories
I'll
about
open my gates again.
Bodies of water and bodies in the water,
Figure out.
or shall we say under the water?
Yeah.
So you got the Illinois River right there, and you've got bars.
I had 3
You
star
got those people
fragments.
sporting the cement shoes.
Yeah. I'm sure there's probably quite a few ankles buried in concrete bricks at the bottom of the Illinois River somewhere. I say ankles.
Is there a few catfish in that river? Then yeah.
Yeah. And even still, we've got enough Asian carp floating around now. Those bottom feeders, if there were anything left, they would have made dessert out of it by now, or dinner.
It's messed up, man. Like
Yeah.
I can count, like if I in my head start picturing driving down like the street I live on, like Bell School is like one of the main streets like nearby me. Like to the left of me is a bar. There's a bar across the street. Drive down further. There's just houses. I mean, there's no stores or anything. You go that direction. There's a titty bar, a bar, a bar, a bar. There's a bar inside the hotel. There's a bar inside the other hotel. Drive down further. You've got a restaurant with a bar. Another restaurant with a bar. Another hotel with a bar. Go down further, you have a Walgreens. Further, you have nothing. There's no stores. And then you get to the mall. The mall's got no bar.
A bar.
No, there's no bar.
Actually, if you go down to Normal's Mall used to have a bar in it.
Again. Sorry, Devin.
And when I was the manager of the arcade at it was the Tilt back in the days.
Yeah, Tilt Arcade was popular back then.
When I was the manager of the Tilt down there in Normal, the district manager, he was an individual that did not have a license, but they gave him a company truck so that he could drive from the 3 different arcades that he ran, because in his district he had 3 of them, and Peru would be the one that I was hoping to get, but he gave to another guy. So then I was like, as soon as he took over, though, he goes, "You're the manager of the Bloomington or the Normal store. I need you to drive me down there every day." It's like, oh, okay. So he and I would drive down, basically walk in. We would look around, make sure everything was good, and then we would go to the bar in the mall and have lunch on the company, because he got his allowance. So we would have a couple of drinks and a burger and some fries and shoot the shit for 2 hours, and then go back to the store and or go back to the arcade, wander around for a while, and then the next employee would come in and we'd make sure shift change went well and that machines were doing what they were supposed to be doing, and then drive back home. So my 8 hours, I would spend 3 hours of it driving, 2 hours of it drinking and eating, and then the rest of it actually signing off on stuff in the arcade. And since
What a great
GM,
job.
I had the GM with me, so it's not like I had to worry about doing something wrong because the GM was the one saying, let's go do this, let's go do that. So what's he going to do when it comes review time? Fire me for doing what he told me to?
Yes. It
I
was
mean, he
all
could.
ruse.
Ultimately, in the end, he could, but
He was hoping you'd be the standout citizen.
yeah, exactly. Be like, everybody do what he does. Don't do what I tell him to do. Don't sit around and get drunk all day at work. Actually,
That's
work.
a good idea. I can't do that though.
You can't.
Well, if you work from home, you could. I mean,
No, that wouldn't work out.
you could. It may not be beneficial for you to do so,
No.
but you could do it.
Well, it is possible.
Or
It is not
chaos.
likely.
Yes.
Oh,
So
I'm
I'm
going to take my leave.
take your leave.
I'm going to absent myself from the stream. Thank you very much for having me.
I am
Thanks
also
for
going to
joining.
absent myself from the stream as it is going on 11:30.
Oh, it is 11:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right, Devin. Now I can concentrate.
and I has to work.
Okay.
Yeah, now he
Now
can
you two
concentrate.
can just play your little
You
game.
can play your
lay on the
game, and
couch.
occasionally the other kids will
Turn
make
on
a
some
comment.
SpongeBob SquarePants and play some Animal Crossing.
Yes. Well, guys, have a good evening. See you all tomorrow.
Yep. See you, Brian. See you, Chris.
Bye, everyone.
See you, Dan.
Have a good
See you,
night.
Devin. See you, everyone in chat.
Bye, Devin.
Good
Bye,
night.
other Chris. Bye,
Bye.
Chris.
See you, Brian.
Bye, Dan.